morning. It's Friday, and you're listening to the Klein Alley Show. And the only day I party is every day.
It's not about that Monday, Tuesday. No one cares about Wednesday. Thursday. Forget that noise. Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear end? Nah. Are you ready for the weekend?
Nah.
Are you ready for the rear end? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, trash. Thursday, Friday, forget about that. Friday, Saturday, where it's at. It's Sunday, sleeping in, eating brunch.
You got dongs.
Terrible joke.
Holy moly!
Hit the beach or hit the mall. Go out with friends, do nothing at all. Sleep in, watch movies, read books. Anything goes, just take a look. Are you ready for the weekend?
Bitch.
Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go.
Survey says wrong.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah. Weekend is here.
Thank God it's Friday!
Flew by, and here we are on a Friday morning. Make it the greatest day of your life. Disneyland tickets upcoming. KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas tickets. 1 week and 1 day from today. And we will get your ass in multiple times throughout the morning. How the hell goes it? It's Friday. You should be in a great mood. I'm Klein. There's Allie.
Hi.
That's DJ Omar Khan, the audio sniper. Hey. Jake the nerd, the assistant to the audio sniper. And in the back room, you got Postmaster Johnny taking them calls. He'll be in here a little bit later this morning for some Johnny Doesn't Know. And producer Vanessa, all together again with you. And thank you for starting your day with us, even if you're doing it accidentally or you're just too lazy to put on your favorite other podcast. It's nice to be together.
That is extreme laziness if you're listening to us just because you don't want to press one button on your phone.
I have had a Spanish radio station on in my car for 3 days now because I just have not. It's a button.
I haven't cared.
You know, as you know, I'm a big fan of the sweet sounds of Spanish music. But
you love it.
I every time they start speaking, I have no idea what they're saying, and I have thought.
But isn't it kind of comforting?
I've thought of using my finger to just push a button and change it, and I just get distracted and forget, and then I realize, wow, another day. Now it's Friday.
Well, also,
it's
that's how people learn
Sally.
new languages.
Yeah, I think I'm getting very bilingual.
You mean muy bilingual?
That's right, muy bilingual, just by listening. It is really a way to learn. And you can learn broken English by listening to this show as well. So listen to this show, and you'll learn some of your favorite English phrases all messed up.
It's always interesting, too, when English is someone's second language and what they learned on.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because some people watched, like, you know, Saturday Night Live, and some people watched daytime soap operas, and then that really changes the words that you use when you choose to speak English and what that says about you.
Believe it or not, someone's probably learning English badly by listening to this show, and that's fine. You got to learn something, so you're going to have a lot of words in your vocab like
sweet divots.
And dong-da-dong, all those weird things, all those noises Allie makes. You're going to think that's part of the vernacular.
What's it sound like, Klein?
I'm not going to do that. My impression of
it.
Well, I forget what Allie said. She made a lot of dumb things. She said so many dumb things I can't keep track of them. I wouldn't even know how to say that. But
that's in the dictionary.
Yeah, so you got to learn that. That's English, baby.
I would agree. All right, these are all very helpful. Sometimes you don't need words.
That last one doesn't sound English, but I get it. Regardless, it's good stuff. We got a decent show planned for you. Come to the right place at the right time. This band will be taken to the stage 1 week, 1 day from today at the Kia Forum. And we will get you some tickets coming up later this morning to see 311, Smashing Pumpkins, Beck, Jimmy World, and many, many more. KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Also, the Box of Shame will rear its ugly head. And someone's got a very interesting theory about the Box of Shame that we will share with you.
We should get rid of it forever.
We will share that with you next on KROQ. Klein Alley Show. One of the bands will be at Acoustic Christmas. People excited.
Hey, Klein Alley Show. I want to call and say I can't wait for Almost Acoustic Christmas. It's going to be my first time. A net banger up in here.
A net banger representing the live stream as we are currently on right now. YouTube, KROQ's YouTube. You can check us out. If you'd like to spend some of your morning with us in your eyeballs, we are streaming as we speak.
And I'm coming all the way from the Bay Area. So my first show. Can't wait to come to the pre-show and meet you guys and bang gang. Later.
All right, net bangers, you're welcome. Regular listeners, you're welcome as well. Podcasters, you're welcome. And hopefully we can all get together 1 week, 1 day from today at KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Just wanted to share my daily compliment on the YouTube live stream. According to Edwin, Allie is hot. So that just goes to show that screen time is horrible for you.
Yeah, Allie's
well-being.
Allie's wearing a low-cut blouse today. So she's got some cleave out, which is going to really spike the numbers on the YouTube.
I don't think this is considered cleave, is it?
You got that cleave, babe.
Well,
that was that problem.
I am uncomfortable now. I feel like we've never reported each other to HR until that exact moment, and now I think we need to.
Going to put on a paper bag.
We have the box of shame later this morning, and someone believes that our box of shame is actually something that is now really taken off on Instagram and TikTok, and it was
Fine, I'll take it off.
No, please don't take your shirt off. Leave that on. That is your shame.
Hey guys, good morning. On my way to work, but you know what I just realized? I know tomorrow's Friday, but you guys are the trendsetters. You guys really are, because I don't know if you guys heard or seen that trend going around on Instagram. It's called We Listen and We Don't Judge.
Apparently there's a trend called We Listen But Don't Judge that's all the rage now. And
Terrible name.
Terrible name. I don't even know what she's talking about, but she says a big thing, and she says inadvertently we've been doing this for a while.
So you're pretty much just like cleansing yourself, or like, you know, getting out what you have in, and other people will just get to listen. You don't need to judge you. So you guys have been doing that with the box of shame already. So although it's shameful things that you guys do.
But the problem is we do judge each other. We judge each other harshly.
We challenge what judgment means every single time we do the box of shame. But I bet that if the internet is doing this, it's like, oh no, I didn't pay for extra avocado, you know,
right.
And like you're like, I self-pleasured in my kid's nursery. And we're like,
we don't have to bring that one up again.
You know,
they
like
weren't born yet.
Like,
for the record, they weren't born yet when I did it. It was not even a fully done nursery. It was a future
saying,
nursery.
Internet sharing isn't the same.
Was not thinking about it because before it was a nursery, it was my jerk chamber. So it was my room first. Okay.
You guys are cleansing yourself. And it's like a restart. And yeah, you guys are so judgmental of each other, which I love, because you need that. I don't believe in this BS of not judging. No, you're supposed to judge to some certain extent. But you guys are such trendsetters, and you guys need more credit. But yeah, I love you guys, and have a good day. Bye.
All right.
There we go.
Thank you. Finally getting the credit we deserve from one person on the go line.
Never underestimate the importance of judgment of others and yourself.
So the box of shame will be in the studio later this morning, and one of us will share one of our deepest, darkest, most shameful secrets, and then the judgment can begin. If you'd like $100 of easy money, get on the phones now, 800-520-1067. 5 questions about the news. You can battle Allie, keep it old school, you versus Cleve, toe-to-toe, or you can battle any single person on the show. To pick your poison Friday, take down Johnny or Vanessa, Omar, Jake the Nerd. The choice is yours. Call now, play next, and win some money after this.
Christmas really is coming? Oh, I'm so glad.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Next Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum. Every hour from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Listen to win your way in.
And that's that loving sound.
Beck, the Linda Lindas, Smashing Pumpkins, Sublime, Baby.
Yeah, we get kinky sometimes. It's not your fault.
Hey guys, this is Jim from Jimmy Eat World. Keep listening to KROQ to win tickets.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, presented by Gain.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Ninos and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center. From San Bernardino International Airport. Fly Breeze from San Bernardino to San Francisco or Provo.
How would you like to live forever? Maybe you don't want to, but at least you'd love the secret, so you could live forever if you choose. That's what it's all about these days. And every week on the show, we check in with another old person that lived to 105, 107, 115, because they got a secret. We've never heard the same secret twice, which makes us think the old people are trying to sabotage, want to kill us off in our prime so they can get all the glory. Here's a tease, Allie, because we're going to get to a brand new Old People Secrets in a moment, but this is the woman that will be delivering the secret.
And if I give out my birthday to people.
Oh, my Lord.
So get ready, because it's not always easy. We need translation. If you're listening, listen closely. Turn the volume up. And let's go ahead and figure out how we can live together forever with this brand new Old People Secrets.
From chicken brain to drinking rain, not getting laid. They call me the barmaid.
They call me the barmaid.
That's right. Let's live forever with sweet dibbit. Time for some old people
secret. Johnny Cash, thanks for the song. Let's get to it. Let's meet the woman, then we'll go ahead and guess the secret. You're more than welcome to play along.
Most of us look forward to retirement, spending our golden years traveling or just hanging with the grandkids. But one Memphis great-grandmother is getting ready to celebrate her 100th birthday and still taking appointments.
Oh, no.
That's
Is that
her
her
hips.
body?
That's her hips, yeah. It's moving around.
Oil her up, man.
That's her crossing her legs.
We got to oil her down. She, listen to this. She's 100.
She's frozen in a garden.
I work because this is what I've enjoyed doing all my life.
Now, this is one of those sad stories. It's
Heart
supposed to be
surgery. That's right. I'm still doing it.
It's supposed to be inspirational, but it really seems sad. She's 100, she's about to turn 100, and she's still working every day.
From a little girl, I always loved messing with my sister's hair. They had beautiful hair.
Oh, my God.
And I always enjoyed doing this.
She's a hairstylist, and she's 100. And would you let anyone who was at that age,
Nope.
shaky, etc.,
Absolutely
handle
not.
scissors by your eyes, ears, head, etc.?
No, and I've even done my own hair and done a horrible job, and I would still rather give myself another haircut than let this woman do
Yeah,
it.
and we've seen Allie's haircut she gave herself. It was the most regrettable mullet in the history of hair.
I wish I could say a 100-year-old did it, but it was me.
You should change the story. Just and that way everyone would make fun of you, and then you go, you know what? I supported this woman.
Callie Terrell loves making women look and feel good.
Hey, look, we can all
With the
get...
same hairstyle. That's what I think when someone's like a really old hairstylist, they have like 5 things that they can do, and they just never change.
You're getting a gray afro. You're getting a gray afro. And you're getting. My grandma had the biggest gray afro, and every time she would go and say, "I got my hair done again," I'm like, "Grandma, it's a gray afro.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a big puffy gray thing."
It's the Golden Girls haircut.
Right.
It feel good. Oh, when I do it again, maybe pay more.
So this is going to be tough to figure out the secret because, as always, the old people are kind of hard to figure out. But I think that's part of the magic of the old people's secret is that you feel like you're deciphering a code.
Yeah, I know. It's
So
like
here
the
we
Da
go.
Vinci Code for old people.
Here's just a little bit more about her, and then we'll lock in on what we believe her secret is.
Mrs. Terrell now only works to keep busy and to satisfy a few longtime customers like her daughter, Inez. She's 99 years old and anxiously awaiting her 100th birthday in November.
That's so tough for her daughter.
To say I don't want to get my hair cut anymore with you, Mom. I know.
It's just
I know.
like, my mom's been cutting my hair for 60 years or whatever.
She probably goes to another place right after to get it fixed. Right.
And if I give out my birthday to people, you have to pay for it. 100. How about that?
I don't know what that was. I think it's a joke, but
That's another thing that I love when they do these interviews. If they try and make them sound funny, because it makes them sound like they're sharp.
That's how
and
she
cool.
charges for a haircut.
oh, is that what she was trying to
I
say?
thought she was whoring herself out.
Well,
Like,
I didn't. I didn't
hey,
understand. Yeah, what was she
You
saying?
got to pay for it.
Pay for 100. 100. So everything's 100 now.
How about that?
Her zeal for life is amazing.
By the way,
and
imagine 45 minutes of that while you're getting your haircut.
Jesus.
I have to give them back.
Her zeal for
charge
life
people
is
Can you cut my ears off while you're at it?
amazing, and so is her work ethic. She rents space in a salon now, but once had her own thriving business.
Now, this is the saddest part of the story. I want to warn you.
There is no salon.
She hasn't left her room in 6 years. This whole thing is a figment of her imagination.
Wow, it's an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Everyone's playing
Right
along.
in your
Hi,
head.
come on in. That'll be $39.50.
It's really a sad,
Here you go.
sad story, yeah. And then they hand her a couple buttons, and she goes, "Thank you for my
A
pen."
tip. Oh.
She's outlived almost all of her customers.
Oh, God.
This is sad.
Because she
now.
got shaky with the scissors.
Yeah, they all died of stabbing wounds in their necks.
People my age that I used to buddy with, I don't have a single one. I was in a bridge club. I'm the only one in the club that's living.
So you gotta start looking at her.
how do you play bridge? You're just one person.
it's
the
just
bridge
her.
to the afterlife.
That's the
Rainbow Bridge.
That's right. All right, so here we go. It's time for the secret now. We've learned a little bit about her, Allie. Here's what they say.
All right.
Work is part of her secret to longevity.
Just part of it, though. What is the rest of the secret? Okay, you want to live forever? You got to think like the elderly. They know the secret. What is it?
I think she wants good conversation. I bet she chats it up with all of her clients, or used to, and that's what makes her feel young and cool and happy.
All right. Good conversation. Omar, what's her secret?
Working, staying busy, but also, just listen to her. Positivity. You have to have a positive outlook on life.
Yeah, the old people love saying that. Oh, Jake the Nerd, what's her secret?
I gotta stay young at heart.
Okay. Thank you, Jake. He waits all week to do his old person impression.
It's a good impression.
I think he said the same. Pull the clips of him doing just his old people.
Oh, my God.
thing.
It's always back-to-back secrets.
It's always the same.
Good family.
He puts no thought into his actual guess. He just puts his thought into the
I think
impression.
sometimes he just grumbles.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay.
This is what she said.
I'm not used to just being up in the house. See, I work so long. I've just been around people. So I enjoy being with people and doing something exciting.
See?
There you go. Being around
I was sounding
people.
just like her.
Yeah, you almost nailed it.
You kind of did.
All right, that's it. We'll take a quick break. Now you can live forever. Just be around people, and you'll live until you're very old. Except it sounds like all the people she was around are dead now, which is a weird thing. 'Cause every group she was a part of.
I know.
My clients, my bridge club, they're all dead. So
Exactly.
Netflix,
She's the only one left.
looking at this woman, I think she could have a suspicious past. Questions, $100. Maybe you learn something, maybe you don't. It's time for Smiley Knows the News.
He will sequester when she needs to poo. Let's find out if Allie knows the news. I rip nasty all the time.
Almost. You almost got it. All day, every day. Allie does not go poo when she sequesters. She just stands out there and paces in the hallway until we're ready for her to come back in and answer the questions. But on a Friday, she doesn't even have to leave the studio because depending on who we pick up in a second, they will decide who they want to battle with these 5 questions all about stuff going on in the world. Let's see if you've been paying attention.
Yeah, so I don't have to leave. You can get more of this cleave.
Oh, God.
Me.
Someone battle Allie so she has to leave, please. Let's say hi to Christina from Riverside. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm great.
We'd love to give you $100 of Allie's money. She would hate to give you $100 of her money, but it is up for grabs every morning. And who on the show would you like to battle for that chance to win $100 easy dollars?
Let's go, Johnny.
Johnny is dumb. That's a good choice. Johnny, please, someone tell Johnny what sequester means and then make sure he sequesters himself so he will not hear these questions until he enters the studio. Christina, your round will start right now.
Allie knows the news.
In-N-Out has announced a new 8,000 square foot location that will be opening on this very popular tourist attraction. Where did In-N-Out announce their massive 8,000 square foot restaurant will open?
Tourist
That sounds kind of hot, huh?
Yeah, her thinking sounds hot. Or she needs fiber. One of the two.
Even that? Oh, man.
I'm with you. Just keep thinking. We love it.
Yeah, please. Oh, whoa.
How about, I don't know, Texas.
You win.
Texas. The popular tourist attraction of Texas. Got a question number 2. An earthquake hit California yesterday. What was the magnitude of the earthquake that hit California yesterday?
7.
Love it. That was also hot somehow.
7.
Question number 3. Officials are saying that Thanksgiving travelers that traveled through LAX possibly were exposed to what?
Measles.
Question number... God damn, every answer gets harder. Question...
The doctor said you have measles.
That's the best way to find out you have measles.
Okay, tell me
Question
about
number 4. A UPS delivery man has been fired for stealing what?
Someone's cat.
Someone's cat? Okay. And
that's such a lose for the UPS driver.
Sure is. And finally, USC has informed all of their international students that they should return to campus before what happens?
No. The purge.
Before the purge. All right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, listen, you did great. Regardless of how this pans out, you did great. And
Best
I can't...
contestant ever.
We're really proud of you.
I agree. Allie, just give her $100 and let's tell Johnny
There
to
you
go
go,
home.
sweetie. You buy yourself something nice.
Send Johnny into the studio. Another guy. I don't know.
Get ready, Johnny.
She could win, to be honest. Maybe she
knew a lot. It was good.
She did know some things, for sure. Hey, Johnny, good morning. How you doing, bud?
What's popping? What's good?
All right, don't use all your brain now because you got to save some later for Johnny doesn't know, all right?
Funny you think I'd use any part of my brain right now.
You're right. Good point. Question number 1. In-N-Out has just announced a new 8,000 square foot location that will be opening on this popular tourist destination.
How big is it going to be? Or
nope. I said that.
Holy
God
crap.
damn it, Johnny. I said how big it's going to be, and that's not the question. Where is it opening?
Oh, where is it opening?
It's a big story. Couldn't avoid this story yesterday. It was everywhere.
This is old news, by the way. If it's the location that I'm thinking.
It's old, but it got a resurgence yesterday because I think they revealed the opening date or something.
Oh, okay.
Not the one in Vegas, then, is it?
I just need an answer, Johnny.
Vegas.
That is correct.
Yeah.
The Las Vegas Strip. It's going to be a massive, one of the biggest.
It looks insane,
It
by
does
the way.
look great.
It
I mean, I
looks
know it's
cool.
In-N-Out. What's the point? We got them all over the place, but I kind of want to go to Vegas just to go to this one.
Seriously. Yeah.
Just to check the quality and the difference,
Yeah,
or
it's
just for the vibe?
So massive. 8,000.
Is there going to be a club in there?
I think there is a club in there. Members only.
I mean, how long will it be before someone gets married in there? That's why those exist.
Question number 2. Johnny's up 1-0. Her guess was Texas. Question 2. An earthquake hit California yesterday. What was the magnitude of the earthquake that hit California yesterday?
That's 7. That was 7.
She said 7 as well.
Nice.
7-7. 7's a big boy. Good job. You guys, she's on the board. It's 2-1, Johnny. Christina, you still hanging out?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Question number 3. Officials are saying that Thanksgiving travelers that traveled through LAX could have been exposed to what?
I know this. I had to ask my mom what this was, too. But measles.
You asked your mom what measles were?
I've never had measles. I never even knew what it was. I was like, I thought that was like medieval times or something.
That is correct. She said that as well. So it's 2-3. Johnny with a slight lead with 2 questions left. Here we go. UPS delivery man has been fired for stealing what from one of his deliveries?
A shake weight? I don't know this.
Shake weight?
I don't know what this is.
Man,
Still buying those.
she said cat. Shake weight is almost stupider. but the correct answer is the Apple Watch.
Oh, that's so specific. You can't ship cats, so that's illegal.
I think she thought maybe they stole a cat from the homeowner or something.
I didn't know.
God damn. Give her the point anyway. What the hell?
Come on.
I agree. Give it to her.
Final question. USC has told all their international students that they should plan on returning to campus before what date? Before what? They said, please return if you're an international student before this.
Oh.
The date? You didn't say date.
Sorry, I will rephrase the question. USC told all their international students to return to campus before this.
Before Ramadan starts?
What?
Wow.
You said international. I
That
thought
would
of
be so messed up of them to say.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. You said international.
Everyone should be back for Ramadan.
Ramadan.
That is not right.
Hanukkah.
They're saying, please come back before Trump starts his second term because they're not sure necessarily what
If you're an international student,
Right.
you get back in the country now.
USC.
That's crazy.
All right, final score. Johnny somehow barely squeaked by. And Christina, what must you shamefully admit, even though we're huge fans of yours, what must you shamefully admit over the airwaves of KROQ? Go ahead.
All right. Christina from Riverside, and Johnny knows the new.
He does.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Hope you had fun. You were fun. Call anytime. Omar said best contestant we've ever had.
Yep.
And I think he means that. Coldplay now. We got lots of chances for you to win stuff from us this morning, including Disneyland tickets and acoustic Christmas tickets, all on your Friday morning.
I know that this could hurt me bad.
Alley Show. Some Coldplay for you. And if you need us, 800-520-1067 to join the show.
I'm going to just come out and say it. I apologize. I know I've said something on the show and I've taken ownership of that thing. Now it has officially come back to bite me in the ass. And karma is real.
God, there's so many things this could be.
Well, there's something that I do when I'm out and about that I've said, hey, you know what? It's not a big deal. It's an opportunity. No, not that. I'm not going to change that.
Okay.
That's a crime of opportunity. And technically so is this.
Is this where you switch the labels on the avocados?
No, that stopped working, Klein. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, they caught you on that. Good.
And I'd get the teeny tiny ones now.
Right.
But
that's also stealing, I guess, technically.
Well, they're so teeny tiny, they fit right in my pocket.
Right. My guess. I'll show you how teeny tiny these are. You can't see that I just took 16 out in my pants.
I was... So something that I've admitted to doing is when I'm out and about and say I'm, just going for a walk or whatever.
Oh, I know what this is.
I look and somebody's house has maybe no curtains or maybe the blinds are up and there's something going on in the house. I will look and I will linger.
Yeah, you're a peeper.
I'm a little bit of an opportunistic peeper. Not something that's like...
Full-blown peeper, because you've said you'll stand sometimes and watch for minutes.
I don't just sit there and lurk in the bushes like a weirdo.
But you pretend like you're doing something so you can continue to watch what's going on.
I pretend to pick up dog poop even though I don't have a dog.
Right.
Do you stay on the sidewalk or do you inch closer like on the grass and,
I can get a better view from their shrubs, Omar.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
No, I don't.
You stand on the sidewalk?
Yes, I stay on the sidewalk.
But haven't you said before when you've seen something interesting going on inside of a house, you will kind of do the walk back, forth, 5 or 6 times?
Yeah, I'll double back sometimes.
Yeah,
but also, it's...
I mean, that's like you're like a full-blown peeper.
It's not like, oh, this woman is undressing. It's like, oh, this couple's fighting. What are they fighting about, I wonder? Or like, what are they having for dinner? Kind of interested. Like,
so
what is their
you've
evening
never
like?
watched a woman undress?
Not in this context.
Well, in what context have you watched a woman
there was
undress?
the time that I kind of looked at that girl in the shower at the hot yoga studio.
Got it.
But that was a different
sort of peeping.
That's not, yeah.
All right, let's not confuse the peepings. Allie wants to make
They're
sure.
all different.
Pervin.
Right. Allie, this is family peeping, fighting peeping. It's very different than sex.
That was lawsuit peeping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when she's pervin, it's totally different.
So I just worked out. I took a shower right afterwards, I might add. Everyone jokes that I never shower, but I showered right after. And
you don't joke. You tell us this. These are facts.
Sometimes it takes a while before I get in the shower, but I get there eventually. After the shower, and I don't know what you do at home, but I stay naked for a while after the shower. I like to let myself air dry. I'll put clothes away. I'll lotion up. I'll just be
traumatize your son.
God damn, Alex, really?
I'll just do stuff around the house naked until I'm ready to get dressed, because I don't like getting dressed when I'm like still sticky and wet. You know what I mean? I want to be fully
towels are for,
dry
lady.
and soft. Yeah, but I've dried myself with the towel a little bit, but then I want the rest of it to just, I want the water to absorb. Yeah. And then I lotion up, and then I need a little time for the lotion to absorb as well.
Oh.
And then once everything's back to baseline, I'll get dressed.
Thank you. That's what I'm thinking. Thank you. Took the words right out of my throat.
I had been doing this for a while before I realized that there were some guys working on the house across the street that could fully see everything that I was doing.
Well, they were just vomiting off the roof.
They were passed out.
Sounds of all of them.
And I forgot, these guys, our neighbor's been getting stuff worked on in their house to the point where they have a porta potty. Like, the workers have set up a porta potty.
Damn.
It's like gonna be a long project. I don't know why I didn't even think about it, but they had been, and I think I made eye contact with one of them, and I was like, dude.
That's the guy. Oh my God.
He threw his rake in the air and ran.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I thought, oh my God, I'm the idiot that didn't close. Because my whole reasoning behind the peep was like, well, if they need privacy, they should draw the blinds. They should make it so that I can't peep.
Oh, I actually
and
have some
my
audio.
window was wide open. The blinds were out. I loved the fresh air getting in. It was helping me air dry. And now it has come back to bite me in the ass. And I feel bad that this guy was just also an opportunistic peeper.
Nah, the people that work on the roofs, they must get a lot of peeps because it is a jarring thing. It's happened before. My neighbors just put up their Christmas lights and they had some crew doing it. And it's very
peeping must
strange
be good
when
up
you're
there.
on the upstairs level and there's a guy like face to face with you, like inches away from you because the houses are so close together. There's a jarring feeling there. By the way, you made this claim. This is audio from you on the show when you were defending your peeping actions a while ago. No one's going to look at me on drone.
Surveil me all you want. There is nothing interesting.
Yeah, you will not.
Inside my house or out.
Surveil me all you want is what you said. And guess what? You got surveilled.
And
you got
I
peeped.
was right. There's nothing interesting to look at.
Did you make eye contact at all?
I think I did. But
Which
he
eye?
looked down so quickly that he fell off the roof and died.
That's a good move. Once you see Allie naked, this is your only option right here. That's it. I get it. Well,
I think that we had made eye contact, but it was so split second that he immediately diverted his eyes and continued working. And I was like,
did you do that move where you suddenly, shut the blinds or the curtains or
Or did
whatever?
you
That's
grab-
a
Were
great
you
question, Omar,
or did you
because
grab
I
a
was
gun?
like, I don't want to do that because obviously then it would be obvious that I didn't know what was going on.
so you wanted to be like you
So
were
I
cool
should be
with
like,
it?
I meant to do this.
Oh,
I'm
man.
just one of those, you know how like hot girls do that sometimes? They're just
Shake
like,
it,
I'm
shake
going
it.
to walk around naked and just everyone's getting a nice free show.
And
Guys-
you do that at hotels all the time.
I do. I like a shake-a-shake-a when I'm at a hotel on a high floor, though, and I've got those curtains up. I like to just shake because it's so far away from most people they can't see what's going on, and it feels kind of liberating to be naked.
That guy's going to have to file for workers' comp, someone's saying on the text line. That's not wrong. Is it just one of them or no?
Thank you to Allie, because after listening to this conversation, I no longer need to buy breakfast.
Hey, look at that. Congratulations. You started your 2025 goals already.
Why is Allie trying to ruin everyone's weekend?
We just had the hottest contestant on in the history of Allie Knows the News. We were all feeling great, and then this story has just ruined everything.
310, this is 50 Shades of...
The world famous KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
There's a mental health crisis in America.
Jake, we tried to help you, man. We really did. And this would be the third attempt at a sex experiment with Jake the Nerd. The guy is on a 5, 6, or 7 month dry spell now since moving in with his girlfriend. Usually that's when you would think the relationship was at its best. When you first move in together, but you're not married. You still got all that fun of reckless sex, no kids to ruin that.
Gosh, that's amazing.
Good
and you can have
times.
sex whenever you want.
Whenever you're living together now, no reason not to.
Wherever you want.
But for whatever reason, Jake has entered month number 6 of a dry spell, and we've given him 3 different sex experiments to try to bring anything into this guy's life.
Mm-hmm. And in a lot of ways, he's doing it to himself. But I also do feel bad. But I know that he could change his situation if he really put his mind to it.
A lot of people on the text line also claim that they can out dry spell Jake, and that's not really what this is turning into, a battle of that. But if you've ever snapped a long dry spell, maybe you had something that worked for you, because we've tried, and I thought yesterday was going to be the slam dunk home run for Jake, because those giant flowers that arrived here for Vanessa, sent by a listener, she didn't want them because she didn't know who they were from, and she was creeped out. We convinced her there's a hidden camera inside, so we gave them to Jake to give to his girlfriend, because he never does nice things like that for her.
Yes, and I think this would be something that made her feel loved, because there are plenty of times where he's ditched her to go see shows. He's bought gifts for himself at those shows without thinking of her and giving her anything. I think for Valentine's Day, he picked up some flowers at Vaughn's.
And like a chocolate bar.
Chocolates.
A chocolate bar. So anyway.
Because we told him to.
Right, we told him to. Anyway, here is him attempting to give her the flowers. And any woman would, I think, for the most part, be like, wow, this guy it's a real deal. I mean, you can see pictures of this on our socials. So
it's beautiful.
$400 operation here. Listen to this.
Hey, I got you a present. I have a present.
Even the way he says it, it's
Hey,
like...
come here, you.
Hey, got you a present. It's like... I mean, you don't even set it up nicely.
She loves him supposedly, so
No.
maybe this is
Does she
charming
say
for
that,
her.
Jake?
Sometimes.
She says, I love you to you?
Yeah, if I say it first.
Oh, my God. Are you sure you're still in a relationship?
I hope so.
Like, maybe she thinks that you guys have broken up. Have you ever checked?
Like, I don't...
Allie, I think you're right. When you hear this, you may even lean even more into that theory because,
Really?
listen...
Hey, I got you a present. I have a present for you.
Yeah, what?
Yeah,
That's like
what?
the help.
She
Yeah,
seems
what do you
annoyed
want?
by it.
You're out of your wing.
How did you get it?
What do you mean, how did I get it?
Did you steal from someone?
Oh, my...
Did you steal it from someone? It's her first question.
Did you find this on the side of the road? It's her first thought.
Dude, the presentation is everything, Jake. You show up.
She was gone when I got home. I was going to do it right when I got home and surprise her. I was going to have this whole thing, but she was gone. So she came back later during nap time. I was asleep. So this is after I woke up, and she was in the house, and I'm not good at this.
So if you had...
Clearly.
Yeah, we know. You ran out of stuff.
Yeah.
But if you had known when she was going to be home, maybe you could have stayed awake and been waiting for her. And, oh, my gosh, you're not taking a nap for once. And you brought her flowers. Like, that probably would have upped the game.
Or rip some of those petals off and have a little trail leading up the
totally.
steps to her place.
Why didn't you tell me that beforehand?
Dude, I can't.
We can't micromanage every part of it.
Yes, you can. Baby bird me.
Listen to this.
What do you mean, how did I get it?
Did you steal from someone?
No, I didn't steal from someone.
Is it real?
Yeah, they're real.
What?
Yeah. Careful, it's heavy.
Why? How did you get it?
I got it for you.
I don't think so. You don't do this. You don't do this kind of things.
She's so...
She can see right through it. I love it.
She knows this is so not something you would do, but
you can tell though that she loves them.
That first that genuine reaction
like,
of they're really for me,
yeah.
they're real and they're for me. It's like she's craving this, and you give it to her, but then it's ruined.
What do you mean I don't do this kind of things? I've gotten you flowers before.
Yeah, but not like this. Tell me the true story.
I got it from work.
Oh,
why would you crumble
little bitch.
so quickly, Jake?
Honesty is important in a relationship.
No, false. It'll ruin you.
You've gone with honesty, and it's gotten you nowhere, dude.
I'm going to try it again.
You're going to try and give her the flowers again.
Yeah, I'll take them back. Someone else send some more flowers here. I'll try again.
Listen, dude. All you had to say was, I wanted to do something special because I haven't done anything special in a while, and I love you. You don't have to say the thing about the sex. That will be hopefully what comes of all of this. But then when she breaks you down within 1 second, you go, I got him from work.
I got it from work.
Yeah, I know, of course.
Of course. See, right away.
They were sent to the station.
Oh, my God.
For me to give to you.
Of course not.
They were sent to our producer by some listener.
Be better.
And now, and even worse.
I'm being honest.
Dude, it's like you were so brutally honest here. You
better.
you could have. You really listen to Vanessa. You didn't have to say they were sent to another woman. I mean, you've really ruined all of this, dude.
I didn't say woman. Some listener that freaked her out. We did a bit about today, and they're like, "Why don't you give these to your girlfriend? She'll like them," and see what she says. So,
Jake told them that I didn't believe it.
I'll tell them that you didn't believe it. Do you like them?
I like it. What, you will have to return this one?
No. You can have them.
Yeah.
Listen.
I guess I can.
Listen to how it ends. 5 seconds ago, she's going, wow. And now, like, just by Jake talking, we get to this.
Yeah.
What happened was she thought for a split moment.
Yes.
My boyfriend did something nice for me, and then it ended up not only are they not my flowers, and not only did he not pay for them, they were given to somebody else by a creepy person.
Right. It's like
now they're weird, creepy stank flowers.
Right,
she likes them.
No, she doesn't.
I always wanted to put these flowers on a door.
Now she wants them outside, she just said. She wants to put them outdoors.
Like a rose bush?
No, right here. On the table.
Oh, you want to put them on the table?
Yeah, it looks nice over there.
Aww. Yeah.
But you might want to sweep.
But you might want to sweep. Are you her assistant, Jake?
Yeah, I have chores now. Sweep the table?
No, everywhere.
I sweep everywhere? All right.
No, that's not today. Why you get it instead of other people got it?
Well, I don't know. I guess they wanted to see if maybe you thought if I gave it to you, you would think I was sexy.
What?
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that didn't end well.
I think she was literally about to throw up.
What? I mean, she's just like nauseated by the question, Jake.
Just disgusting.
If I gave it to you, you would think I was sexy.
What?
How do you feel about this, Jake?
I don't feel good.
Yeah, that's it. Checks out.
So she literally orders you around to clean things?
No, I only have to clean like every other week.
All right, Jake, I don't know what to tell you, man.
It's like she's your mom.
It's wild.
You think I'm sexy now?
It doesn't change my opinion about you.
Okay,
Oh.
great. Well, that's sad.
I think you should legitimately ask her if she thinks you are in a relationship, because I think she thinks that you have already broken up and that you're roommates.
No, she asked for a back rub.
Jake, read the text line. Just read the last 50 texts. I think that'll give you some perspective.
I don't want to do that.
I think you should.
That sounds like a bad
Take
idea.
a quick break. We're back with more show. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Lots going on this morning. In fact, I'm just looking at all the tickets we have. Kings tickets as well. I forgot to mention those. Kings tickets coming up a little bit later this morning as well. Go see the Kings of Crypto. Of course, your Disneyland tickets, 4-pack, 1-day, 1-park passes, and KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Tickets at 9 a.m., and we'll give you a chance to win some tickets coming up in about 25 minutes right here on KROQ. But first, what's happening in the world? Let's figure it out.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. Oh, look, a squirrel. Aren't you a cutie patootie? Oh, God! Ouch!
So if you live in California, the thought of the big one is always kind of lingering in the back of your mind. When will it hit? Will we all die? And finally, we got a legit big one, a 7.0 off the coast of Northern California.
That was a big one.
Yes, it was a big one. It was near Eureka, which is farther north than most of us would venture. I forget sometimes that there's so much more of California after the Bay Area, but there was also a short tsunami warning that was quickly canceled. To me, tsunami is so much more terrifying. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, the warning of the tsunami is scary because, once again, it may come and it may not come. You know, that the idea that we all saw the footage from that ridiculous tsunami that, killed a bunch of people years ago. And that is, and then the movie they made about it was one of the freakiest things ever because, you think the most
was it
peaceful.
called The Impossible or whatever?
Yeah,
oh my God, that was
the most
terrifying.
peaceful, relaxed you could be is technically sitting on a beach looking at the ocean, and then to watch that ocean get sucked in and then come out at you at a massive rage is insanity.
Yeah, and then you're swallowed up by water and you're traveling at a rapid pace, and if you hit anything, a tree, a car, you're dead.
Right. But also,
an earthquake is either you can't change anything about it. You're sitting where you're sitting when the earthquake happens. If you're in a bad spot on a bridge or whatever, it's going to be a tough time for you. But a tsunami is something that is headed your way. You're trying to run. You're trying to make choices of what you can do to save your life, and then it just kind of swallows you up anyway.
I have a buddy that was getting a place in Santa Monica, and his option was to be on the second floor or like the 8th floor, whatever it was. And for tsunami reasons, he went with the 8th floor.
Whoa.
And I said, it should have been because of all the bums. You should have moved farther up from the bums that'll be outside of your place.
Was he at the top floor?
Not the top, but like near the top.
Wow.
But that was his reasoning. He's like, and it cost more too. I was like, yeah, well, you got to avoid the tsunamis. He was freaked out. I go, I don't know if it'll happen.
I mean, a strong tsunami could wipe out the building altogether, right?
Sure, why not?
So there have been a lot of aftershocks in the area, 93 of them, actually, and many of them were 4.0 and more. And when you're getting aftershocks that quickly, it is kind of traumatizing. You get like this weird PTSD effect where you're like, is that an earthquake? I don't know. Is that an earthquake? Oh, no, it was just the subwoofers on my radio or whatever it is.
Was there any significant damage?
So a lot of the viral videos are always kind of what you expect, pools and bars. Anyone with a pool.
Dogs waking up.
Oh, my God, dogs waking up.
Big one.
Right, okay.
The water all shaking in the pool, people love that. The expensive booze bottles falling from the shelves of a bar. It just looks so dramatic. But my favorite was actually seeing this giant weed crop. Because it's near Humboldt.
Humboldt County where they grow the weed. Yeah.
So there was and meanwhile, at the Humboldt flower shop, and, there's this huge, massive indoor crop that's just shaking and all the weeds like, yeah. But you're like, oh, I'm so glad the weed's okay. And the other one was somebody's living room, and it was, dog waking up, but it was also, they already had their Christmas tree, and it was all decorated, and it stayed up. And I was like, dude. Yeah, respect. Mine would have fallen.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah. Would have been great, though, if somebody just finally put their stuff up and then the earthquake came and knocked it all down again. It would have been so funny.
Puts the last ornament on.
Done and done.
All right, yet another twist in this crazy case of the missing woman from Maui, Hana Kobayashi. She's missing for a month now, and there have been a lot of questions and theories about whether this was a planned thing on her part. Now there's a new theory that she was a victim of a marriage scam, that she was dating an Argentinian guy that she met online, and then she was going to Mexico to meet him, marry him, and then bring him into the country. And they found some immigration documents in her room and also some of her last messages to her family. She mentioned feeling scared and that someone might be trying to steal her money and her identity. So it's like there was, first of all, maybe it was sex trafficking and maybe she just got kidnapped at the airport. And then it was like, no, actually she wants to live this life off the grid and she's just leaving her family and everything behind. And then now it's back to victim of some kind of a scam, and now she might be in trouble, or she's been drained of her life savings trying to help an Argentinian guy.
So many great scams online that I am not a part of that I got to get involved in. I hear about these scams all the time, and I think to myself, there's probably people that are doing great. I mean, there's probably people right now that are crushing it in scams.
You also kind of look like a good generic scammer. So if you were like, hey, I'm an Argentinian guy who needs to marry and get in the country.
I can pass for that. I'm like a chameleon. I pass for anything. I walk around L.A., people speak Spanish to me. Think I'm Persian, Armenian. I get what neighborhood I go?
You're Arab Godeffer, remember?
Someone called me an Arab Godeffer. Wherever I go.
That was on Twitter.
That's a fan of the show, apparently. I could pass.
But you even look like that.
I could pass for anything. It's really unbelievable. I got to use this to my advantage. Start scamming more.
All right, there's a fun holiday gift idea for you. The world's most dangerous toy is up for auction. The radioactive atomic energy kit with real uranium.
Oh, that is awesome.
Essentially, it was made so that you can make your own bomb or at least see chemical reactions using radioactive material.
This was released as an actual child's toy?
Yeah, it was released in the 50s back when atomic bombs were pretty new.
When toys were cool.
It was supposed to get like the kiddies interested in science.
Right.
But they only made 5,000 of them, and they discontinued them a year later for obvious reasons, but the reason that they gave was, quote, government restrictions.
Sure.
They're like, the government won't let us make this.
Can't have kids playing with uranium.
The great thing is that they have one of these, and the bidding is open. The auction closes December 11th, and what a great, cool toy that would be to have it. It's like rusty old, case.
And the box is cool.
Yeah.
I'm only going to get my kids toys from the 50s from now on. I'm just going to find old toys that are clearly incredibly unsafe.
Sometimes even just the metal on, because it was before plastic, everything was just metal. It was like really hard, rusted metal.
Paint was all lead-based. But, I mean, they were quality toys. I mean, these are things
they lasted forever.
Forever, because they were all made of, like, tetanus.
No, uranium.
And uranium. Yeah. That's good stuff right there. That's cheap plastic crap being built in sweatshops. These are real toys made by real Russian nuclear physicists.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I know.
We get into a brand new hour of the show after Foo Fighters. First thing we do is the box of shame. Then we give you tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, happening 1 week and 1 day from today.
HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Thank God it's Friday!
Welcome to your weekend. Hell yeah. You ready for it? It's Klein Alley Show on KROQ just after 7 o'clock. Lots going on this hour, including but not limited to your tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Our buddy Dan Levy returns to join us in studio as well. As you know, Dan's written on quite a few TV shows and actually created quite a few TV shows. He will hear your round of TV show pitches. Everyone thinks they've got a good idea for a show. We give you the opportunity to pitch it to a guy that could actually make it happen.
Yeah, he's pitched shows every single year that I've gotten picked up, I believe. And he's the mind behind the Jetsons remake. But also there's a lot of shows that you wouldn't even know that he was on. So he knows a good pitch when he hears one. And we've given him a lot of bad ones.
Oh, yes.
And he will be very honest about why they're bad and won't work.
Everyone thinks, I got an idea for a show. Well, we'll give you a chance to pitch it to a man that can make it happen. And our favorite idea will leave with tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. That'll be coming up shortly this hour. Also, unfortunately for us, the Box of Shame has entered the KROQ studios now. Look at this thing, Allie. It's full of all of our deepest, darkest, most shameful secrets. And in just a moment, we will pry open the lid, and one of us will have to defend ourselves while we all judge. If you need us, the number's here at KROQ, 800-520-1067. And we'll get you into Disneyland later this morning. It's KROQ. It's a box that sits back in the office, and whenever one of us remembers something that we did in our lives that is super shameful, we write it down, throw it in the box. It's full of, 50 secrets in there. And then we pull one out at random, and that person is forced to defend their actions or at least explain why they did what they did. And there have been so many shameful things that we've shared with you over the years. Everything from Allie being a big Counting Crows fan.
No, that was you.
Well, whatever.
That literally was you, not me.
Doesn't matter who.
I would never admit that.
Doesn't matter who did what. Doesn't matter
who went to a Counting Crows show.
Doesn't matter.
That was also you.
Doesn't matter who did what. All that matters.
All right, Bubbly Toes.
Yes, Shabuzi.
There's a party downtown near Fish Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
Just because that was my most played song in 2024, can I just tell you the amount of people that sent me DMs after you guys all made fun of me and go, guys, they said,
I also like Shabuzi.
I said I would never mention this, but that was also my top song. I had all these guys, they were like, I don't even get it. My whole list was System of a Down, but Shabuzi, #1 song. I blame the algorithm. Regardless, it's time for the box of shame.
The box.
What's in the box?
Of shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Pulling, we got 2 secrets here. All right. Here we go. Box of shame. Secret has been grabbed at random. Let's see who it is. It's funny. Everyone perks up. Everyone's on edge when we're about to reveal the box of shame secret. But as that woman said on the goal line earlier, Allie, we're trendsetters doing this.
I know, because of the internet trend, let me tell you first and we won't judge you.
Whatever
what is
the hell
it called again?
Who knows? Stupid name. But we do judge. This person, God damn it. God damn it.
It's you again.
All
right.
Hey, is someone going
Is this the Shabuzi thing? Because we already covered it.
This person's favorite song is Shabuzi. Hey, Vanessa, do you keep the box of shame locked up? Because I feel like the last few times it's always coming up my secrets, and I know there's 50 pieces of paper in there. Is it locked during the week, or is it anyone can get in there?
It's out and about so anyone can put their shames away.
Mm-hmm.
That's how
you
it
got to
works.
start locking it up.
You think that we're sabotaging you? I think
do.
you're the one who's sabotaging your own self, sir.
I just put this one in, too, so it's on the top, like an idiot. I pulled from the top.
Well, that's you. You're the one picking them.
Did anyone else put shames in this week, or just me?
I put a couple, yeah.
This person... Me.
You mean?
Me.
This person. This huge country fan.
This Shabuzi fan.
There's a party downtown near Fish Street.
You got a history.
This person has a history with Jack Daniels. This person went pee-pee in a dog pee-pee pad.
Went pee-pee?
While driving.
In a pee-pee pad?
What a big boy.
All right, well, whatever. I'll just tell the story, I guess.
What the hell are you doing?
Do we need any more details?
Weren't you driving with your family?
Yeah, they were Well, it took me 10 and a half hours to get from San Francisco back to L.A. after Thanksgiving, and the 5 was all shut down. And at one point during the ride, I desperately had to go, but I was the only person that wasn't stopping to go to the bathroom. My wife had to stop a few times. Kids had to stop a few times. I'm never going to stop just for me. And when everyone's sleeping, I feel like that's when I got to make some moves. I had to go so badly. And I had no bottles or cups because we had just done a clean out at the last gas station where we got rid of all of the bottles and cups. I hate the clean out.
I love it. I'm get all this out.
I knew.
Purge.
This is my wife. She's like, every little scrap of straw, cup, even things that were one bite gone. Throw it out.
Because after an hour, it looks like you're just a disgusting. It's how did you accumulate all this crap?
You look like a mobile hoarder.
Yes.
It's like you don't even know. You're in the car for 25 minutes. It's how do I have 11 bottles? Yeah. But anyway, could have used a bottle, done that many times before, no shame in that. There were no bottles. Had to go.
How small is your bladder, by the way? Why didn't you go when your family went?
He can hold it, and also he'll tell me I have to pee, and I will not see him pee for hours.
Omar, because I'll tell you what happened. Because we had the dog with us, every time we would do a stop at a bathroom, here's what would happen. They would all go in and use the bathroom, and I would take the dog to go to the bathroom. And then as soon as they came out, I said, let's go, let's move it, and I would never go.
I can see
So
that. Okay.
I had to go, and I really got to a point where I felt like my bladder was about to explode. It was at
where you
that
start
level.
going, I think this is going to be a medical problem.
And I said, if I pull over, everyone's going to wake up. There was also not a good pullover spot, and the only thing I could grab was my dog's bag because it had his food in it and stuff and water if he needed it for the drive. And in the bottom of that bag was a pee-pee pad. And I took the thing out, and I put it on my lap as I was driving.
Oh my God! You just laid it out on top of the pee pad.
I kind of wrapped. To be honest, I wrapped my penis in it, kind of
like you wrapped it around
like a burrito or something, and then I just slowly released into the pee-pee pad.
Well, those things are. Those things are very.
Yeah, they're kind of absorbent, but I mean, there's spillage.
Yeah, I know. Thank you all. I've learned that.
I mean, a full human pee, I don't think can.
I didn't do a full. I cut it off.
How do you cut it off?
Had to.
Yeah, once you get going,
No,
I mean,
I had to.
you didn't pull over afterwards?
I cut it off, and I knew I had about 20 minutes in me before it was going to be game over. Luckily, someone woke up and had to go. But I'm saying I started that process, and then I had. This is the part that's even more shameful, is that I had the pad, which I then balled up, and I had it in the little thing next to the door in the car.
Yeah.
And, of course, windows, I immediately put the windows down, which was stupid because that woke everyone up, but I was trying to get the smell out of the car.
Oh, God.
And then when and it was cold.
And because when you're holding it, I feel like it smells worse. It's just like really held in pee.
Right.
Did your family find out that you did this?
No, Omar, and they will not. That's why
Hey,
no, we're not.
Allie, why don't you dial Klein's wife over there?
Can't.
She doesn't take my calls, Omar, but great idea.
We're up on a break. She doesn't take mine either. We're in the same boat. So
no one's left.
I feel bad about that.
Mm-hmm. And you should, because I think there were a lot of other options.
Nobody noticed the pee ball?
The pee ball, I will have you know,
Is still in the car.
Is in the car to this moment. I was able to immediately, I did this move where I kind of opened the door when we stopped, and then I just immediately kind of dropped it by the car so it wouldn't.
Oh, so you littered.
No. Then once everyone was inside using the proper bathroom, I picked it up and disposed of it properly.
Mm.
But
Did you do a cool like trash ball shot?
Did not trash the ball. Just dropped it in. Kobe!
Christmas really is coming? Oh, I'm so glad.
33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Next Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum, every hour from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Listen to win your way in.
And that's that loving sound.
Beck, the Linda Lindas, Smashing Pumpkins, Sublime, Baby.
Hey guys, this is Jim from Jimmy Eat World. Keep listening to KROQ to win tickets.
33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, presented by Dane.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Ninos and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center. From San Bernardino International Airport. Fly Breeze from San Bernardino to San Francisco or Provo.
Moment of the show I've been most excited about this morning. Entering the KROQ studios right now. The smartest man who probably works here is the engineer. Fixes all the many problems that we have on a regular basis and lets us know what to do when the emergency broadcast system goes off in the middle of the show.
Hi, Justin.
Justin
Hello.
is here. Hi, Justin. Justin, the engineer. Justin, do you think you're smarter than all of us?
Yeah.
I mean, probably.
And when we ask, we've all asked dumb questions before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one of us would you say asks the dumbest questions on a regular basis about fixing things or issues we have with our computers and the microphones?
You absolutely.
What's the last stupid thing that Klein did?
Probably having the monitors on the wrong selection. Yeah.
Am I right?
I don't even know what that means, but it sounds like something
Why
stupid.
don't you pay attention when Justin's in there, man? Then you don't have to bug him so much.
There's a lot of buttons here. I don't know what they do. I don't think most people know what they do. I think Justin does know what they do, but he has a way because he's really smart and he understands this stuff. Would you go to school for this and whatnot?
No, I did not.
What did you go to school for?
Radio.
So you went to school for this?
Yeah, I have a broadcasting degree.
So you wanted to be on the radio, like what we're doing every day.
Yeah.
You got the voice for it.
Yeah.
Do you still want to do that?
I would like to, but I started out doing what they're doing in there, Johnny and Vanessa, and in order to actually make money, I leveraged actually knowing how computers work and how to use the console.
See, that's why he's smarter than we are, because we just stayed at the part where we're like, let's just not make money.
But what percentage of your job, Justin, is walking into a room with a bunch of people getting flustered and then you pressing one button and then leaving?
At least 99%.
Yeah. It's just like, let me press
Restarting
one button and go.
is always the answer, right?
Yeah, restart.
Yeah, that's the thing that's crazy, because I used to think that, like, you just restart it or punch it a few times, and usually that makes it go away. Well, what you don't realize is that when you solve a problem, usually you come in, you go, you're going to do that, and then you leave, and then we all do our best impression of you. So right now, we've got...
In a loving way, by the way.
In a loving way. We think you're great, and we absolutely...
We do think you're great. Klein learned your name like 2 weeks ago.
I know.
And by the way, Justin's a super nice guy. Remember, he loaned Vanessa his personal vehicle for like a week.
Vanessa,
that's right.
When Vanessa ran over that bicyclist, she needed to get her car fixed, and I'll tell you who stepped up. One of Justin's many hobbies is this guy goes to like crazy auto auctions, and next thing you know, he shows up with these vintage cars. I don't know where you're getting.
Yeah, how many Rolls Royces do you have?
I just have one Rolls Royce.
Oh, okay.
So
but how many cars do you have?
I have 9.
Okay.
He's got 9 cars.
God.
So anyway, here you're going to listen to all of our impressions of you, and I'm not going to say who's doing which impression, but you will judge these as to how good you think they are.
All right.
And do you think you sound a certain way, or do you not think that you sound like...
Oh, I know I sound a certain way.
Okay. Here's the first impression that one of us did of you.
Hi, it's Justin. I'm an engineer here at KROQ, and I work on the computers all day. Usually I like to make bagels for everybody, and I like to hang out with Johnny in the office. And sometimes he likes to impersonate me right in front of my face, and I don't like to admit it, but it is kind of funny sometimes.
All right. You think that sounds like you
kind
at
of
all?
lost it at the end there.
I've been hearing Johnny do my impression of my voice for like a year now, and that's probably the worst one he's done.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Johnny does a good impression of you too. Johnny,
That was clean, spot on.
Johnny,
I
when
thought
you,
it was me.
When you do the impression of Justin, like when you're in the hall and you're messing with Allie and I, and you go like, "Everybody out! There's a bomb in the building." We think that that's really Justin saying that because you do a really good impression of him. But that one.
Was that your Eddie Murphy impression? What's going on here?
Or is that just you?
Here's the second impression of you, Justin. Justin, the engineer, is in our building right now. Justin, what do you think of this guy's impression of you?
Hey guys, I made some bagels. If you would like to have one, they're right here. Please eat one, or else I
What the hell?
might have to murder you.
Okay, that's a lot of people.
Who did that? What the hell?
I'm not going to say whose impression is whose just yet.
Why does he have an accent?
Hispanic in that one.
I don't know.
I would like
That got
to.
weird. You don't think about killing us, do you?
No.
Okay. Oh, see the way he said that.
Not yet.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I
Here's
will at the end of this.
Now I'm not going to tell you whose impression of you this is, but I think you should take a listen because I think they almost nailed you spot on.
Hello, my name is Justin. I'm the engineer. I'm the one that fixes the audio when it's not working and when I get a frantic call. Sometimes I feel like I'm not appreciated, but I'm starting to learn that it's all in my head. So, if you need me, holla at me.
That one is the best.
No, I'm not saying which one of us. That could have been any of us, Justin.
Justin, have you ever said holler in your life?
Holla at me.
I'll tell you one thing.
It kind of just was like Vanessa's journal entry.
Yeah, I know.
So, if you need me, holla at me.
I don't. Justin, would you
You
rate
said
that?
I go unappreciated.
Was that a good impression of you or no?
What she said, mostly, yeah. The sultriness of it, no.
Here's another one. Take a listen. This could have been any of us. We all do our impressions of you, but you have to pick which one of us does the best one.
Hi, my name is Justin. I gotta check the ISDN settings because I want to make sure that it's going to be sending a mix minus down the line. Because if it's not sending a mix minus down the line, then you're going to get yourselves back to each other. It's going to be really tough to communicate to the person on the other end of the ISDN. So let me just kind of check the board settings here and make sure that you're good to broadcast today.
Well, I did already say that today, so I think that's a winner so far.
That one's in the
That one's
lead.
a great one, but I also don't think I've ever heard you talk that much.
Yeah, you don't use that many words,
Yeah.
though. Here's another person's impression
That one
of you.
was very nasally, too.
Very nasally. It's funny, each impression's getting slightly higher in decibel level. Justin is our engineer. He's in the studio now hearing all of our impressions of him, and we do these with love, and here's the next one.
Yeah, it's weird. They set up the system in a very strange way, but yeah, you can fire it from your
bored, or I'll go check on the back. Come on. If you need me, I'm down the hall. You see, I got a new Porsche. It's getting warm, but I got it.
He's got a lot of audio wars. And this is the final one. I think you've heard four of them.
Does it offend you, Justin, that all we bring
Don't
up
contact HR, dude.
Our bagels and cars?
I mean, that's pretty much all I do, so yeah.
He does get excited when he comes in. He's like,
"Man, bagels again. They're getting
I
better.
know.
This batch is
And
a
they
little
get better each time.
Here's final one.
Try restarting it. Yeah, maybe just give it a restart, see if that helps. Trust me, we're not operating on Windows 10 anymore. By the way, if anyone wants to go for a ride, I just got a new back seat. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I'll be down the hall if you need me. Push any buttons, push them hard.
Okay. We've all done our impressions of you. Justin.
But who's doing which impression?
Which?
Don't know.
Which impression of you do you think was the most spot on? You get to decide. You are the person.
You are the person who we've been making fun of for the last 5 minutes.
I think Allie with the last one was the best.
Justin, you're so messed up, bro. Like, how are you going to choose hers over mine? Mine literally sounds just like
I
you,
brought up
dude.
your Porsche.
Oh, shut up and eat a bagel.
Oh, put your bagels back in your biscuits, dude.
Mix minus.
So you're going with Allie?
I'm going with Allie.
Allie wins! God damn. She did go to school for impressions.
I famously voice matched a very famous celebrity.
Thank you for all that you do around here. We greatly appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't push the button. Fine, thank you.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. Friday morning, be in a good mood, be in a better mood because we got tickets for you to join us at KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas 1 week, 1 day from today. And all you got to do is pitch us a TV show. And even though we'll give you our thoughts on it, really it's only Dan Levy's thoughts that matter because this man he won't brag about it, but how many shows have you sold? Hundreds? Thousands?
Millions.
Millions of
shows.
Wow.
Millions of shows.
All the shows.
All the shows.
You've heard a lot of no's, right? You have ideas. You go meet in rooms with people that buy TV shows, and you think went well, and everyone's high-fiving, and you think I'm going to get a call, they're going to buy it, and sometimes they don't buy it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, literally happened this week where I was like, I sold this show. Everyone's celebrating, high-fiving, and they're like, oh, no, we were just excited about it, but we're not going to buy it. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm glad I wasted 2 hours.
What are some of the red flags that you're like, I can tell as I'm talking that they hate this idea?
Well, now a lot of it, you're pitching it on Zoom, so you could truly see people just like
checking out
online shopping. You're like, you do not want to buy the show. You're buying sneakers. I see the reflection in your glasses. Just kill me.
Let's just stop in the middle.
What's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Dan's got a show that I guess just sold out. I always feel bad when people wake up early to come in here and promote a show and then the show sells out, which is a good thing, but it's at Largo on Monday. He did bring some tickets to give away, and on that show, not only do you get Dan, but you get Nikki Glazer, maybe the biggest comedian of the year.
Yes.
For her performance at the Tom Brady roast, and she's crushing. I think she's hosting the Golden Globes or something, so she'll be there, and Dan Mintz, very funny, will be there, and Brett Goldstein, and that show sold out, but then you'll be doing it again January 8th, so go to one of the Dan's Largo shows if you can. Largo is one of those venues that apparently is very cool. Like, it's always cool shows with cool people, and always I feel like Conan O'Brien's just randomly popping in.
It's unassuming, but a legend.
But right,
locally.
but I mean, do you feel uncool when you're there? Because
I feel I'm the coolest, you know.
Oh,
so
you have a false sense.
I'm the coolest when I'm at Largo.
False sense of confidence.
That's when you really know.
No, I feel great there. It's fun. It's always great because you never know who's going to pop in. We've had Adam Sandler one time popped onto the show. It's really been it's a great place.
So you can't buy them for the December 9th show, but we will give some tickets away for that, and we've got Acoustic Christmas tickets to give give you if Dan thinks you have the best pitch of a TV show. We're looking at elevator pitch. It's
Yes.
a name and a log line. Last time you were here, we did this. We heard some great ideas. I don't think any of them you actually decided to really work on, right? They were good temporarily.
But today, as you are pitching me, I will be online shopping. You cannot see my face. But if I respond quickly, that means I'm not buying anything. But if I don't respond, that means I have just purchased a pair of sneakers.
What about a show about a radio show that's trying to make it in a tech-driven world and the threat of being replaced by AI?
It seems unrelatable.
Yeah. It's just our daily struggle here at KROQ.
I actually did have an idea for a dating show, and I
Okay.
want to know what you think about it. Because
Please.
when you meet a new person, you start with the person, right? And then if you like each other, you meet friends, family, you meet the parents, etc. But this one is called the outer circle, where you start with people that like barely know the person, like
Okay.
their gardener.
All
or
right.
like somebody who served them at a bar once. And then you slowly work your way into like somebody who taught them first grade, somebody who, was an aunt, and then eventually their teacher, or eventually their parents, and then you eventually work your way to the person. You choose the person based on their outer circle.
Dan, is the worst part of being the guy who writes shows is that you just have to hear this nonsense
Well, I was
constantly
thinking
from
you need a
people?
hook. Like the hook needs to be like the last moment is they turn out to be criminals. Like
okay,
that.
okay.
That's sort of like what you want.
Okay, wait, but they're all naked.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that.
Not a terrible idea, but I mean, you think you started way too outer circle. I don't think you're going to get anyone hooked in with the gardener out of the gate.
Yeah,
I think
No, I would want to know, like, are they a good tipper?
Yeah, but I think it's an interesting idea to meet the family. It could be a good dating show where you don't
Or like,
meet the
God,
person.
his best friend is so annoying. I don't
Right.
want to date this guy. But maybe you met the guy and you liked him.
I think you guys are pitching me segments from The Bachelor.
God damn it.
Hey, it works.
That does happen, though. Sometimes I'll think of like a great idea and I'll come out of the shower and tell my wife, like, oh my God, just saw the best idea for a movie. And I'll like pitch it and she's like, okay, that's Star Wars. I'm like, all right. Damn it.
But at least it's a good idea.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
The phones are full now. Everyone wants to pitch. So once again, Dan is going to take this seriously.
I'm very serious right now.
Even though, he's not, because he's a professional, and everyone in this town is an amateur at coming up with show ideas, and he's actually done it. So let's say hi to Andre. We'll start with you, make our way up and down these phones, up for grabs, legitimate tickets, and maybe, just maybe, Dan goes, you know what? There's something there. Let's develop
let's do it. Come
Go
on.
ahead, Andre.
You talking to me, Andres?
Sure, I'll go with you.
Okay, cool, man. So I want to call it safety first, right? It's about blue collar guys that are like up there, in the up the ladder towards the top, supervisors, foremen, excuse me, that are also, I call it a double life, but it's also not really. It's like they're stoners, at the end of the day. They don't do it at work. I want the emphasis on that. The dynamic, work and play definitely needs to be separated. Because there's plenty of shows where, you got the stoners.
All right. If you overuse
It kind
your
of sounds
time.
like weeds.
I don't know.
He said it's a double life of blue-collar stoners.
Yeah.
That is an idea from a stoner. He was too high to pitch us the show.
I am
appreciate it,
a
Andre.
blue-collar stoner.
It sounds like you just looked in a mirror and called us and described what you were looking at.
What if there's like a high guy at a gas station hanging out with the high guy at a gas station?
That's a good idea. Roy, you're on KROQ. Good morning. It's time for you to pitch to the great Dan Levy, who's with us right now. We'll be at Largo on Monday telling jokes, and then back there on January 8th. What's up?
Allie Klein, Sweet Divots, my
Sweet
people.
Divots, brother.
Okay, so I'm thinking a show called Simply Slogans, where you get through all the generations, you pick up slogans from TVs and see if you can name the product. The more you get into it, the harder they get. You start with slogans from the 2000s, drop it in the 90s, 80s, 70s. What's up with that? Kind of like ask people, what's the product for Name the Beef? What about
Name the Beef was
Name
not
the Beef
slogan.
is nothing.
That was not a thing.
We already have a problem.
Are you coming up with you mean where's the beef?
I think that's what he was looking for. I think that this is a flawed
Name that
pitch.
beef sounds like a great show,
Hey,
though.
by the way, Name That Beef.
Name That Beef is a different show.
Different show.
I'll buy that. He's not pitched that, so we'll steal that.
That's a great idea, and we have complete control of that one. Amelia.
It's just pictures of meat.
Name That Beef.
Name That Beef.
T-bone.
It's salami.
Hey, let's say hi to Brian. Brian, you're on KROQ. Good morning. Welcome. It's time for you to pitch a show. Oh, hold on. Brian's on line 4. What's up, Brian?
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
How are you?
Okay, my idea would be a show called, I guess you could call it Bad Beats. It would be about a sports gambler who, makes his bets every week and happens to lose because of some fluke play or something. I know Norm MacDonald had a show, and he had a priest he went up to a priest and asked him to pray for his sick aunt Anna Heimdux.
What?
Okay.
All right, you've got me. I'm
now you've launched into a show that already exists, but that's cool.
Now you're pitching us Norm's sitcom from the 90s.
That's great. You know,
I like it. No, so far these are great ideas. All of them.
If you can get Norm Macdonald, I think we should make this happen.
Yeah,
that's a great
Someone
idea.
call Norm. Let's get the rights.
All right, hold on. Let me say hi to Terry now. Terry's got a legitimate show idea. By the way, the reason we're pitching these is not just because everyone in this town thinks they have a good idea for a show, but Dan Levy knows good ideas and bad ideas because he's pitched quite a few of both, and he's actually sold. Very few people in this town have actually been given a check for a TV show idea, and you've done that multiple times. Very impressive. Terry, go ahead.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
The idea I have is it's kind of a love story. It starts in the 50s. It's about two kids that are around 12 years old. They meet at the 4th of July street barbecue. They fall in love. That grows through the years. I kind of started it as a movie, and it has a lot of music.
Music of
the 60s.
Is this
70s.
something that you've written already?
Definitely.
Okay, so
It
it's
is
like,
something that I've had in my head for about probably 7 years.
okay, so it's like racist How I Met Your Mother, basically.
With music.
I guess you could call
A
it that.
musical racist How I Met Your Mother. That sounds fantastic.
I like it.
Hey, you know what?
Not the worst pitch we've heard so far
It's
today.
got legs.
Eddie, Eddie, what do you got for us?
Yeah, my show would be called The Park. It's similar to NBC's Superstore in the fact that it takes place in a theme park. So you have your employees. It follows their everyday lives in the park and outside. Shows you funny moments of where people are coming to the park. Maybe you have that small child who didn't listen to the guy, ate too many corn dogs, and throws up everybody on the ride. Or the new employee has to take an initiation on a roller coaster and ride it naked overnight when the park's closed. It would be a comedy. I think it would be pretty funny.
I actually like that idea.
That's a good idea.
That is.
But when you said it could be a comedy, it made me think maybe it should be a drama, and there should be a murder at the park immediately in the pilot.
Cool. Or like people at the amusement park keep dying and they don't know how.
Oh, yes.
And there's somebody murdering people even though they think it's just a bad amusement park.
Yes, every time they go to the park, they vomit and die, and they think that it's because of the bad food, but really it's because there's a secret murderer
Oh
at
my
the
God,
park.
Dan, it's a horror movie.
You find out the funnel
I love
cakes
it.
are made by former park. They're all parts of body parts.
Okay,
in the
here
funnel cake.
there we go.
Now we got it.
Now we got it. I love it.
Amelia.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for answering. I was thinking about a show very similar to my job. I work at a print shop, and the daily nuances that go into printing rush projects, people forgetting to do certain things to their files. I'd really like to highlight that as a show, kind of like The Office, but the print shop.
So instead of paper, it's printing?
Yeah. So like
paper printing.
Like each episode is like,
regular
oh, I forgot my files.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that when I'm in line at Kinko's, I think to myself, this is fascinating.
The more boring office.
All right, hold on. We'll continue with your ideas.
It's all about the characters.
Dan Levy here, Lincoln Park now, KROQ.
Those are good.
Your blades are sharpened with precision.
K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. We're a radio show, but apparently people still love TV shows, and that's why one of the reasons why Dan Levy's in our studio right now. He's got a show at Largo on Monday. It's a sold-out show, but he brought some tickets to give you, and we'll also throw in some K-Rock Almost Acoustic Christmas tickets for you as well. That show's happening 1 week, 1 day from today. Dan's show, Nikki Glazer, Dan Mintz, of course, Dan Levy, Brett Goldstein will be there. Our show, Smashing Pumpkins, 311, Beck. Similar shows, similar lineups.
I'll be there, too. I'll perform.
Yeah, and he's going to come up and do a nice tight 10 just to get the show going, get everyone warmed up. So Dan has sold quite a few TV shows over the years, been a successful writer in this town for a while. And as a result, we're letting everyone who thinks they have a good idea for a show pitch their shows. Dan will pick his favorite one, and we'll give you some tickets to his comedy show. And maybe we'll give first place Acoustic Christmas, second place your comedy show, or let the winner pick.
Okay, so far, we need some better ideas.
That's what we've received.
That's a good takeaway.
Allie's going to read some from the text line, and then we'll get back to the people on the phones that would like to pitch their elevator pitch for a great TV show.
707, what about a show about a successful comedian who's a great guy with a family, but when he travels and goes on tour, he is a serial killer. And he's played by Tom Segura, and Bert Kreischer is his dopey best friend who doesn't understand what's going on.
Feels like that's something that's already being worked on.
Yeah, I mean, that's in development in 5 places.
Did you read that from Deadline? That seems like that's already happened.
909, Hanging Out with Boomers, a show where people aged 16 to 24 have to go to lunch and talk to old people about random topics.
Yeah, no one wants that. That's just hanging out with your parents and finding out information about people you don't know and how they can't get pregnant.
Right.
That's what that is.
That's at every lunch with mom.
Oh, yes. 562, what about a reality show of a bunch of random people who have to start OnlyFans accounts, and we track their progress and see who ends up with the most subscribers?
Oh, that's interesting.
That's cool.
And it's called People Who Work Out at Planet Fitness.
That's already the hiring process. Jason on K-Rock, you can pitch to Dan Levy. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning, Sweet David. I have a really dumb idea for a reality TV show.
Go to the right place.
It's going to be a play. It's going to be a play on Airbnb. We'll call it Dairy-NB. NB stands for no bathroom. So the premise is you get a bunch of lactose intolerant people.
Here we go.
Throw them in a house.
Okay.
Throw them in a house, and then you have one person sabotaging them. So he's going to replace all the non-dairy products with dairy products.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole point is they have to figure out who's the saboteur. And it's going to be one bathroom, so it's going to be funny for the people watching, you know?
All right, so it's a bunch of lactose-intolerant people in an Airbnb where someone is sabotaging them with lactose.
It's called Big Brother's Diarrhea.
Yeah.
That's a great show, and I think that it would do very well.
Hey, sometimes shows just need good titles.
That's all you need. You just need a bunch of people just having diarrhea in a small house with a few strangers, and that is network television, baby.
Ricky, we give you a pitch now from the 323. Go ahead.
Awesome, great. This is a simple dating show. A lot of times when we go on our first date, we put on our airs, our best behavior, right? Mm-hmm. We have exes watch that first date, and then they get the opportunity to bash their exes in front of their new significant. So basically the person that went out to date.
So the exes would watch the first date and say, all of this stuff was lies. He doesn't have cats. He doesn't.
Oh, interesting.
That's interesting.
I like that.
I like that. That's a lot of drama.
A lot of drama.
A lot of ruining lives.
Yeah.
Maybe like a part of a larger dating show, but maybe not enough for its own dating show.
Definitely better than Allie's gardening idea, that's for sure. Christian.
It wasn't a gardening idea, goddammit. You start with the gardener.
Christian on K-Rock, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. So my idea, I was thinking of America can never get enough of sitcoms, so why not have a sitcom of a morning show of some radio host, maybe a guy and a girl, maybe supporting cast with some, Johnny, like DJ Omar, but so a starting cast with Klein and Alley, of course, because it's already a cast that everyone knows and loves. So why not just make it a sitcom and a show? They already have a streaming service.
Right, we're already on YouTube. That's enough for us. We've set the...
And we're about to be canceled.
Yeah. That's a terrible idea.
Here, I'm going to pitch you guys a TV show about a radio show that's been canceled.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a great...
714 wanted to pitch a show. The idea is a couple that have been together for over 10 years and are married, have 3 kids together, but the husband was gay the whole time. And the show would be Chaos on co-parenting. # my life story. Whoa!
Cool. All right. Well, now we Dan, you've heard a lot of ideas.
So many ideas. So many ideas.
This is your life every week. You're coming up with shows. You're selling shows. You're hearing shows. Which one was the worst one you heard? We'll start there, and then we'll get to your favorite.
Oh, the worst one was when they just pitched us a scene from the Norm Macdonald sitcom.
That was the worst one.
The Norm show was a great show, but the idea of pitching a show that is just a scene from another show from the 90s was not ideal.
After you gave up on your own idea.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Now, of all the ones you heard, which one do you think has the most potential chance to be made into an actual TV show in this town?
I'm going to say The Park.
Really?
The Park?
That is a good one.
Get that person on the phone. Give them the good news. An office-style sitcom show similar to Superstore, but takes place in a theme park.
But we changed it into an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
And then we turned
but
it
it's
added,
a hard,
we
it's
added
a hard TV show.
Yeah.
Right. Well, there you go. Hey, I don't forget. That was who was that, Vanessa? Eddie. Congratulations, Eddie. You're going to get yourself a couple of tickets to see Dan Levy telling jokes on Monday at a sold-out show at Largo, and then Saturday we'll see you at KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. I wish we could have gotten all these. Some of these pictures were truly terrible. But
my second least favorite one was the two blue-collar guys who were high at the gas station. I forgot. I actually want to watch that show. We should start a GoFundMe so he can produce that show so we can just watch and laugh.
Yes.
We take a break. We're back with your ADD news in a moment. Once again, January 8th, since you can't buy tickets to the December 9th show at Largo, get the tickets to the January 8th Dan Levy and colleagues Hanukkah extravaganza and the full doc, Killing Too Hard. You with your recent tour with John Mulaney. People can check that out on YouTube. And thanks for stopping by. Always good to have you here, Dan.
Love you guys.
Quick break. Back with more show next.
He will sequester when she needs to poo. Let's find out if Allie knows the news. I rip nasty all the time.
Almost. You almost got it. All day, every day. Allie does not go poo when she sequesters. She just stands out there and paces in the hallway until we're ready for her to come back in and answer the questions. But on a Friday, she doesn't even have to leave the studio because depending on who we pick up in a second, they will decide who they want to battle with these 5 questions all about stuff going on in the world. Let's see if you've been paying attention.
Yeah, so I don't have to leave. You can get more of this cleave.
Oh, God.
Me.
Someone battle Allie so she has to leave, please. Let's say hi to Christina from Riverside. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm great.
We'd love to give you $100 of Allie's money. She would hate to give you $100 of her money, but it is up for grabs every morning. And who on the show would you like to battle for that chance to win $100 easy dollars?
Let's go, Johnny.
Johnny is dumb. That's a good choice. Johnny, please, someone tell Johnny what sequester means and then make sure he sequesters himself so he will not hear these questions until he enters the studio. Christina, your round will start right now.
Allie knows the news.
In-N-Out has announced a new 8,000 square foot location that will be opening on this very popular tourist attraction. Where did In-N-Out announce their massive 8,000 square foot restaurant will open?
Tourist
That sounds kind of hot, huh?
Yeah, her thinking sounds hot. Or she needs fiber. One of the two.
Even that? Oh, man.
I'm with you. Just keep thinking. We love it.
Yeah, please. Oh, whoa.
How about, I don't know, Texas.
You win.
Texas. The popular tourist attraction Texas. Got a question number 2. An earthquake hit California yesterday. What was the magnitude of the earthquake that hit California yesterday?
7.
Love it. That was also hot somehow.
7.
Question number 3. Officials are saying that Thanksgiving travelers that traveled through LAX possibly were exposed to what?
Measles.
Question number... God damn, every
Nice.
answer gets harder. Question-
The doctor said you have measles.
That's the best way to find
I'd
out
be
you have
like,
measles.
okay, tell me
Question
about it.
number 4. A UPS delivery man has been fired for stealing what?
Someone's cat.
Someone's cat? Okay. And
That's such a lose for the UPS driver.
Sure is. And finally, USC has informed all of their international students that they should return to campus before what happens?
No. The Purge.
Before the purge. All right?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, listen, you did great. Regardless of how this pans out, you did great. And I
Best
can't.
contestant ever.
We're really proud of you.
I agree. Allie, just give her $100 and let's tell Johnny
There
to
you
go
go,
home.
sweetie. You buy yourself something nice.
Send Johnny into the studio. Another guy. I don't know.
Get ready, Johnny.
She could win, to be honest. Maybe
She knew a lot. It was
she
good.
did know some things, for sure. Hey, Johnny, good morning. How you doing, bud?
What's popping? What's good?
All right,
Let's go.
don't use all your brain now because you got to save some later for Johnny doesn't know, all right?
Funny you think I'd use any part of my brain right now.
You're right. Good point. Question number 1. In-N-Out has just announced a new 8,000 square foot location that will be opening on this popular tourist destination.
How big is it going to be? Or
nope. I said that.
Holy
God
crap.
damn it, Johnny! I said how big it's going to be, and that's not the question. Where is it opening?
Oh, where is it opening?
It's a big story. Couldn't avoid this story yesterday. It was everywhere.
This is old news, by the way. If it's the location that I'm thinking.
It's old, but it got a resurgence yesterday because I think they revealed the opening date or something.
Oh, okay.
Not the one in Vegas, then, is it?
I just need an answer, Johnny.
Vegas.
That is correct.
Yeah.
The Las Vegas Strip. It's going to be a massive, one of the
It looks
biggest.
insane,
It
by the
does
way.
look great.
It
I mean, I
looks
know it's
cool.
in and out. What's the point? We got them all over the place, but I kind of want to go to Vegas just to go to this one.
Seriously. Yeah.
Just to check the quality and the difference,
Yeah,
or
it's
just for the vibe?
So massive. 8,000.
Is there gonna be a club in there?
I think there is a club in there. Members only.
I mean, how long will it be before someone gets married in there? That's why those exist.
Question number 2. Johnny's up 1-0. Her guess was Texas. Question 2. An earthquake hit California yesterday. What was the magnitude of the earthquake that hit California yesterday?
That's 7. That was 7.
She said 7 as well.
Nice.
7-7. 7's a big boy. Good job. You guys, she's on the board. It's 2-1, Johnny. Christina, you still hanging out?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Question number 3. Officials are saying that Thanksgiving travelers that traveled through LAX could have been exposed to what?
I know this. I had to ask my mom what this was, too. But measles.
You asked your mom what measles were?
I've never had measles. I never even knew what it was. I was like, I thought that was like medieval times or something.
That is correct. She said that as well. So it's 2-3. Johnny with a slight lead with 2 questions left. Here we go. UPS delivery man has been fired for stealing what from one of his deliveries?
A shake weight? I don't know this.
Shake weight?
I don't know what this is.
Man,
Still buying those.
she said cat. Shake weight is almost stupider. But the correct answer is the Apple Watch.
Oh, that's so specific. You can't ship cats, so that's illegal.
I think she thought maybe they stole a cat from the homeowner or something.
I didn't know.
God damn. Give her the point anyway. What the hell?
Come on.
I agree. Give it to her.
Final question. USC has told all their international students that they should plan on returning to campus before what date? Before what? They said, please return if you're an international student before this.
The date? You didn't say date.
Sorry, I will rephrase the question. USC told all their international students to return to campus before this.
Before Ramadan starts?
What?
Wow.
You said international. I
That
thought
would
of
be so messed up of them to say.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. You said international.
Everyone should be back for Ramadan.
Ramadan.
That is not right.
Hanukkah.
They're saying, please come back before Trump starts his second term because they're not sure necessarily what
If you're an international student,
Right.
you get back in the country now.
USC.
That's crazy.
All right, final score. Johnny somehow barely squeaked by. And Christina, what must you shamefully admit, even though we're huge fans of yours, what must you shamefully admit over the airwaves of KROQ? Go ahead.
All right. Christina from Riverside, and Johnny knows the new.
He does.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Hope you had fun. You were fun. Call anytime. Omar said best contestant we've ever had.
Yep.
And I think he means that. Call play now. We got lots of chances for you to win stuff from us this morning, including Disneyland tickets and acoustic Christmas tickets, all on your Friday morning. Alley Show. So funny on the text line, 909. You guys really threw my morning off. I thought it was Wednesday since you never play that Cure Friday song on Friday. That's so true. We've finally, for the first time ever, we played that on the right day of the week.
good.
Took us
Good
a
for
few
us.
years. We finally got it right. So there you go. The appropriate song on the appropriate day of the week. It's Friday morning at KROQ. Disneyland tickets upcoming. But right now, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. You know what's fun? Drugs are fun. Wait, did I say that out loud? Kids, say nope to dope and dare or something.
All right, the search continues for the guy who shot and killed the CEO of United Healthcare, and this story continues to open up much larger conversations about health insurance and how dysfunctional it is in America. And the people don't seem super concerned with finding this guy. Some people even see him as a hero. And this shooting has already caused changes in the industry. Blue Shield has reversed their decision to...
They got a bigger shield.
It's going to be bigger, and
We need a shield to protect us from all of the crazies. I was shocked.
Did you know what they were going to do with Blue Shield, though?
No.
They announced that they were going to change the policy so that if you are in surgery and you're under anesthesia, but the surgery goes on longer than expected, they may decide not to cover the anesthesia.
What?
No way.
So they'd be like, you know what? This actually, it was supposed to take 4 hours, and because of a complication, it took 6 or 7 hours.
So just say, wake me up for the
We're
last
not
2.
okay with that, so we're not going to cover the anesthesia. And because of this, they reversed that decision, and they said, all right, actually, you know what? We're good. We're going to cover the anesthesia. So they're already... Some of these insurance companies are starting to get kind of freaked out because everyone is so up in arms and upset about healthcare because it sucks. And everyone feels like they're being screwed over by their health insurance. Yeah. So then...
And by the way, doctors are not happy.
No one is happy except
happy.
for the insurance companies. So then people are criticizing this guy who was killed. And then when there are posts about like, you know, let's try and find this guy, let's try and find the shooter, they're like, nope, I don't think any witnesses saw anything. Like maybe there were witnesses and maybe there are people who know where he is and they don't want to help out because they're so disgruntled and feel so scammed. And then the thing that might get him caught is flirting. Because there's this picture that's going around where he was at a counter and there's a picture of him and he's flirting with
I don't think that's him.
the cashier. Oh, well, that they
Different
think
backpack, different hoodie.
they think
Is
that
this your
that's
theory,
him.
Jake? Because I've seen this article Ali's talking about. It was all over the place.
Yeah, but if you see the picture of the shooter and the picture of the dude that they're talking about who's flirting, it's a different hoodie and it's a different backpack.
Don't you think they would have figured that out by now?
Are you the only one with this theory, Jake? Or?
No, I saw the pictures and someone pointed it out.
Okay. Because I know what Ali's talking about. I got that all over my news feed. And it
Nice
was like,
smile, too.
Yeah, the guy like pulled his little mask down to show he's got some. Because, you know, I think in general, you meet someone with a mask on, you assume they're hiding their janky teeth.
I
He
know.
wanted to show,
And
I
then
got
you're
good
like, oh
teeth.
my goodness.
Yeah, look at them pearly whites.
Someone was like, I think that
That guy must have good dental
that
insurance.
guy just won the Timothy Chalamet lookalike contest.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
But they also found a coffee cup that they think is his, and they dusted it for fingerprints. So,
Oh.
but then once they even decide and figure out who he is, they still have to find the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that part's the easy part, I think. Once you know who the person is you're looking for. Right now, they don't know who they're looking for. That's why the manhunts are always so
Yeah,
interesting, because they
yeah.
don't even know. They got no. Once they go who it is, then all of a sudden the exes start. Oh yeah, I know that guy. Yeah, this is where he lives.
But do you think there's probably even some people in the police force that are like, I didn't,
Maybe.
you know, that are dragging ass on
Maybe.
purpose?
Who knows?
It's just such a crazy story. All right, there's a new In-N-Out location in Vegas. This actually is going to be their second Vegas location, which is why you maybe have seen it pop up in your feed and you thought it was an old story. This is a new one. It's going to open in 2026, bigger than the previous one, 8,000 square feet, 2 floors. It's going to have a whole indoor and outdoor dining experience, and it's going to be way larger than their typical restaurants. And some of the pictures are so cool. There's like a giant In-N-Out burger like coming out of the wall, but then it also looks really cool and vintagey. So I would imagine similar to the Taco Bell Cantina on the Vegas Strip, people are it's going to be a total hang for people who are done partying for the night and want somewhere else to just be.
And I could understand why you would say to yourself, I got enough In-N-Out when I'm in LA. When I go to Vegas, I don't need more In-N-Out. But because this is like now going to be a tourist destination, the biggest one, will they? It's not like they're going to add additional stuff. Like that Taco Bell Cantina is interesting because they got booze there, and you know it's slightly different Taco Bell
You can get
experience.
married there too, right?
Right. So this one, you know, great question. Will they add booze? Will they? Probably not, but potentially. potentially? That all of a sudden you get yourself a spike shake at the In-N-Out on the Vegas Strip?
At the Taco Bell Cantina, that was their first Taco Bell Cantina location, right?
Right.
And then it was so successful that they put booze in a lot of their locations. So
Yep.
it could be a big change coming to In-N-Out. All right, a lot of people are penniless after investing in Hawk Coin. And this is also something that's just taken some interesting turns over the last year. I mean, Hawk Tua Girl became largely famous because of an 8-second clip, and now she has her own podcast. She started her own charity. She started getting involved in the crypto world, where she was talking a lot about Elon Musk and Doge, and she owns a lot of Doge. And then she talked about how she's kind of the queen of the meme, so why not create her own meme coin and be a part of everything and have everybody make money off of her? So a lot of people invested in Hawk Coin as soon as it came out, and then it immediately crashed and became essentially worthless. And people were like, dude, what the hell happened? Was this all a planned thing? Well, they've responded, and it wasn't necessarily her responding. She was pretty quiet, but all of the investors, there was a team of 18 people behind Hawk Coin, and they just wanted to let everyone know, wait it out. We haven't sold our coins, and you shouldn't either.
The problem is everyone now has serious FOMO and jealousy if they do not have any Bitcoin, and they think they had so many opportunities over the years to get involved and get in here and get in there, and they didn't. And now everyone's going, what's my get-rich-quick scheme? But if you invested in Hawk Coin because of Hawk Tua Girl, a digital currency based on a woman that went viral for a video about spitting on that thing, and you've lost your money and you're shocked by this, that's on you.
Well, yeah, but people
That's
thought
on
it was
you.
stupid to
My
invest.
advisor told me to.
My financial advisor said, put it all
You
on Hawk
gotta
Coin.
invest in Hawk Coin.
So,
But it's the same people who invested in Doge. Doge was just a
Hey.
stupid thing, and people made millions
Right.
of dollars
There's a
off
lot
of
of
it.
people
So
that have lost a
why
lot.
is Hawk Coin any different?
there's a lot of people that have made a lot, and there's a reason it's different, Allie, because it's called Hawk Coin. That's why. We got to get into a brand new hour of the show right now.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah, on a Friday morning, welcome to KROQ, and how the hell goes it? Nice to meet you if you're new to the show. We are Klein Alley Show, 106.7 KROQ. You can listen, you can also watch, stream along on YouTube right now, streaming live, NetBangers, good morning. Thanks for keeping that chat very active at the KROQ YouTube page. 92,000 followers plus, and then our show is going live every single morning. It was only going to be a week or something, and people seem to enjoy it, so we're keeping it going. Thanks for watching, spreading the word, helping us to hashtag grow the show. This hour on KROQ, 4 tickets to Disneyland can and will be yours. We'll get into some Johnny Doesn't Know Disney. And apparently, you think that guy knows a lot about Pixar. He does know a lot about Pixar, but about Disney, classic Disney stuff?
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen any of those old movies like Cinderella, Snow White, the classics.
Knows nothing. So good luck in that one. That'll be coming up later this hour. If you need us, Vanessa and I also got to pick some football games. We'll get into that as well. Picking winners. It's what we do here at KROQ. If you need us in the meantime, text line and phones are open at 800-520-1067. You can also find us on the Instagram at Klein Alley Show. Back with more after AFI on KROQ. Alley Show. Disneyland tickets coming up in about 10 minutes or less. Your chance to call in for some Johnny Doesn't Know will be happening, but we're officially in that time of the year now where every day a couple of lists get released. It's usually year-end look-backs. These were the most popular Google terms of 2024. This was the food that was most ordered on your delivery apps, and we've decided there's just so many of these coming at us. We must give you 12 of them, one each day between now and Christmas break, and we call it the 12 Days of Listmas.
Listmas is here!
Finally, Listmas. We love lists. People are addicted to lists, and you must stick around until you find out what is number one. That's what it's all about.
And then to be like, what? I can't believe that's number one.
Can't believe it. So which list, Allie, are we starting with? Because literally hundreds of lists have been dropped upon us over the last week, mostly year-end stuff, looking at the stats, the numbers.
Yeah, and I think we should move away from the top movies and the top shows and the top albums, top songs. We know all that stuff. Let's start with this list of the top 10 places Americans fantasize about having sex.
Oh, does that change every year?
It changes every year, Klein.
Really? I would think that'd be like the same list every year. There's
What do you think is number one, then?
Ah, man. Well,
I would imagine that this is similar to, like, the most searched porn terms. Like, there's a little variation, but for the most part, the list is kind of the same.
I like it that someone was sitting around being like, everyone's dropping lists. What list should we drop? And they're like, where do Americans want to bone? Let's do that one.
Fantasize about boning.
Oh, so this is not even this is not, okay, just to clarify, this is not places where Americans are doing it the most. This is places where everyone
That would be
is
way too easy.
fantasized about doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to guess. I don't know the list, but I mean, I think everyone in theory thinks the beach is like a good idea, and the reality of it is always terrible. I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions you have. I mean, so much so that a drink was named after it, Sex on the Beach. But if you've ever actually been a part of any sort of sex on the beach, near the beach, by the beach, it's usually terrible for all parties involved.
Honestly, looking at this list, I would say all of these are overrated. But I will say that On the Beach is on the list.
What number did I get?
Number 2.
Oh, number 2.
But
Sex
something
on the
that
beach.
you have talked about that you enjoy is on the list as well. Coming in hot at number 10, on a friend or in a friend or family member's home.
Okay, first of all, I don't have fantasies about doing it in a friend's home. I said when I go back
It's my parents' home, okay?
Okay. I said when I go back
So
to
they're asleep in the next room.
I said when I go back to my house and you can kind of remember what it was like when you were sneaking around in high school and stuff, you can get a little bit of that magic back, and you guys made me feel like some sort of a weird incestual pervert.
Totally weird.
I cannot have sex even anywhere within 100 miles of my mother.
Because she's already doing it?
Yeah.
She's already at it?
She beat you to the punch.
She's taking up every room.
Right. She's already got it. She's constantly bouncing around. So number 10 is...
in a friend or family member's home.
Okay.
Number 9.
Got anyone got a guess? Jake, got a guess? Omar, got a guess?
I'm just glad you said
I'm going to guess you're going to fantasize in the workplace, and you're fantasizing having sex with a coworker.
Mm-hmm.
In the workplace?
Yeah.
That's on the list.
It is?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yep.
What about you, Jake? What do you think's on the list?
I was going to say nature, but not the beach, like in the forest or something.
Not on the list.
Jake is going to get none of these right.
On an old pile of leaves is not here.
Jake is going to do Jake's going to do a terrible job at this. We should just let Jake guess. It's all going to be weird. At a Magic the Gathering tournament under the
Inside
table.
a weird shack in someone's backyard.
He already said that was his first guess.
Nice shack.
All right, number 9 is in a limousine.
Oh, God. Really?
Really?
That's it seems so dated, and also like
Totally.
Inside of limousines are like the grossest surface on the planet.
Yeah, and everyone spilled drinks from every bachelor party.
Yeah, it feels like that's all it is. But okay, so inside a limousine, I could see, and also the drive. Like, no one's got privacy anymore. It used to be like that fun old thing, like the commercial. Like, hey,
put that partition up.
Jeeves, close the little thing, and whatever the guy's name was, he'd close it up. You'd have privacy. That's not the case anymore.
Number 8
What
was
about sex in a strip club? Is that on there?
no, that's not on the list either.
Costco.
Nope.
Oh, damn it!
Where you want to go to the cold section?
Not the cold section, but every once in a while they got one of those like tents in the middle. Usually
or they like sell you solar
up high. That's right, in the solar tent. I got a serious guess. IKEA in one of the bedrooms.
No.
Really?
No.
Man, my fantasies are way off.
Yeah, I know. Number 8 was in a sauna, which I think sounds disgusting.
So hot.
Yeah, that
you
sounds-
don't want to do anything but sit there in a sauna.
See, this
It's
is
so
this
gross.
is why we're bad at fantasies, because I think visually we go, oh, it's a bunch of people in towels sitting around, and then all of a sudden it's all start having sex. But the reality that would also be
Maybe
terrible.
that's why they always should just remain fantasies. Number 7 was at work, as Omar said. That one was on the list. Number 6 sounds very dated as well. On top of a pool table.
What?
Really?
This is the worst list.
What the hell?
This 12 Days of Listmas thing may have to end today, on day one.
This was written by a
Top of-
horny 55-year-old woman.
Yeah.
The best part
Take
about
me
yeah,
on top of the 8 ball.
you call your shot. All right, here I go, corner pocket.
Number 5 was in the ocean.
Another,
Which just seems so complicated
It's
with
another-
the,
In
with
the
the
ocean?
current and
Oh.
everything.
it's another terrible, especially with all the raw sewage that's off the beaches of Southern California
Oh.
right now.
Number 4 was in a pool, which again overrated.
Right.
Number 3 was in a car, which I feel like is a pretty easy fantasy,
Yeah,
and
you
most
could-
people have done
You
that.
could make that happen.
Number 2 on the beach, and number 1 in the shower.
What? That's a fantasy?
That is the number 1 place
Why
that
are people
Americans
fantasizing about things that they could make happen pretty easily?
Exactly. Like in a limousine or on top of a pool table, I get that that's not going to happen every day, but like you could have the shower fantasy come true now, today.
I thought it was going to be like outer space. I thought it was going to be all these things.
Yeah.
Literally like walk 3 feet to the left and turn on the water.
On the moon, bitches.
You think people are sitting around, like husband and wife are sitting around going, I'd really love to do this shower sex thing. Yeah, well, one day.
It'll just be a fantasy.
We can dream, you know. Quick break. We're back in a moment. Johnny doesn't know. Disney could score you 4 one-day, one-park passes. You want to play? Call us now. 800-520-1067. That's next.
Christmas really is coming? Oh, I'm so glad.
33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Next Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum. Every hour from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Listen to win your way in.
That loving sound.
Beck, the Linda Lindas, Smashing Pumpkins, Sublime, Baby.
Yeah, we get kinky sometimes.
Hey guys, this is Jim from Jimmy Eat World. Keep listening to KROQ to win tickets.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, presented by Dane.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Ninos and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center. From San Bernardino International Airport. Fly Breeze from San Bernardino to San Francisco or Provo.
I'm going to just come out and say it. I apologize. I know I've said something on the show and I've taken ownership of that thing. Now it has officially come back to bite me in the ass, and karma is real.
God, there's so many things this could be.
Well, there's something that I do when I'm out and about that I've said, hey, you know what? It's not a big deal. It's an
Steal?
No, not that. I'm not going to change that.
Okay.
That's a crime of opportunity. And technically so is this.
Is this where you switch the labels on the avocados?
No, that stopped working, Klein. Thank you for
they
reminding
caught
me.
you on that. Good.
And I'd get the teeny tiny ones now.
Right.
But,
That's also stealing, I guess, technically.
well, they're so teeny tiny, they fit right in my pocket.
Right. My guess. I'll show you how teeny tiny these are. You can't see that I just took 16 out in my pants.
I was... So something that I've admitted to doing is when I'm out and about and say I'm, just going for a walk or whatever,
Oh, I know what this is.
I look and somebody's house has maybe no curtains or maybe the blinds are up and there's something going on in the house. I will look and I will linger.
Yeah, you're a peeper.
I'm a little bit of an opportunistic peeper, not something that's like...
Full-blown peeper, because you've said you'll stand sometimes and watch for minutes.
I don't just sit there and lurk in the bushes like a weirdo.
But you pretend like you're doing something so you can continue to watch
I
what's going on.
pretend to pick up dog poop even
Yeah.
though I don't have a dog.
Right. That's...
Do you stay on the sidewalk or do you inch closer, like on the grass and,
I can get a
kinda
better view from their shrubs, Omar.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Do you,
No, I don't.
You stand on the sidewalk?
Yes, I stay
But-
on the sidewalk.
But haven't you said before, when you've seen something interesting going on inside of a house, you will kind of do the walk back, forth, 5 or 6
yeah,
times?
I'll double back sometimes,
Yeah,
but
just-
also it's...
I mean, that's like you're like a full-blown peeper.
It's not like, oh, this woman is undressing. It's like, oh, this couple's fighting. What are they
Right.
fighting about, I wonder? Or
Right.
like, what are they having for dinner? Kind of interested. Like,
So
what
you've
is
never
their
you've
evening
never
like?
watched a woman undress?
Not in this context.
Well, in what context have you watched?
Well, there was the time that I kind of looked at that girl in the shower at the hot yoga studio.
Got it.
But that was a different
sort of peeping.
That's not, yeah.
All right, let's not confuse the peepings. Allie wants to make
They're
sure.
all different.
Pervin.
Right. Allie, this is family peeping, fighting peeping. It's very different than sexual.
That was lawsuit peeping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when she's pervin, it's totally different.
So I just worked out. I took a shower right afterwards, I might add. Everyone jokes that I never shower, but I showered right after. And
you don't joke. You tell us this. These are facts.
Sometimes it takes a while before I get in the shower, but I get there eventually. After the shower, and I don't know what you do at home, but I stay naked for a while after the shower. I like to let myself air dry. I'll put clothes away. I'll lotion up. I'll just be
traumatize your son.
God damn, Allie, really?
I'll just do stuff around the house naked until I'm ready to get dressed, because I don't like getting dressed when I'm like still sticky and wet. You know what I mean? I want to be fully
towels are for,
dry
lady.
and soft. Yeah, but I've dried myself with the towel a little bit, but then I want the rest of it to just, I want the water to absorb. Yeah. And then I lotion up, and then I need a little time for the lotion to absorb as well.
Oh.
And then once everything's back to baseline, I'll get dressed.
Thank you. That's what I'm thinking. Thank you. Took the words right out of my throat.
I had been doing this for a while before I realized that there were some guys working on the house across the street that could fully see everything that I was doing.
Oh, they were just vomiting off the roof.
They were passed out.
Sounds of all of them.
And I forgot, these guys, our neighbors been getting stuff worked on in their house to the point where they have a porta potty. Like the workers have set up a porta potty.
Damn.
It's like gonna be a long project. I don't know why I didn't even think about it, but they had been, and I think I made eye contact with one of them, and I was like, dude.
That's the guy. Oh my God.
He threw his rake in the air and ran.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I thought, oh my God, I'm the idiot that didn't close. Because my whole reasoning behind peep was like, well, if they need privacy, they should draw the blinds. They should make it so that I can't peep.
Oh, I actually
and my window was wide open. The blinds were out. I loved the fresh air getting in. It was helping me air dry. And now it has come back to bite me in the ass. And I feel bad that this guy was just also an opportunistic peeper.
The people that work on the roofs, they must get a lot of peeps, because it is a jarring thing. It's happened before. My neighbors just put up their Christmas lights, and they had some crew doing it. And it's very strange when you're on the upstairs level and there's a guy like face to face with you, like inches away from you, because the houses are so close together. There's a jarring feeling there. By the way, you made this claim. This is audio from you on the show when you were defending your peeping actions a while ago. No one's going to look at me on drone.
Surveil me all you want. There is nothing interesting.
Yeah, you will not.
Inside my house or out.
Surveil me all you want is what you said. And guess what? You got surveilled.
And I was right. There's nothing interesting to look at.
Did you make eye contact at all?
I think I did. But
Which
he
eye?
looked down so quickly that he fell off the roof and died.
That's a good move. Once you see Allie naked, this is your only option right here. That's it. I get it. Well,
I think that we had made eye contact, but it was so split second that he immediately diverted his eyes and continued working. And I was like,
did you do that move where you suddenly shut the blinds or the curtains or whatever?
That's a
or
great
you
question, Omar, because I was like, I don't want to do that, because obviously then it would be obvious that I didn't know what was going on.
So you wanted to be like, you were
so
cool
I should be
with
like,
it?
I meant to do this.
Oh,
I'm
man.
just one of those, you know how like hot girls do that sometimes? They're just like, I'm going to walk around naked and just everyone's getting a nice free show.
And you do that at hotels all the time.
I do. I like a shake-a-shake-a when I'm at a hotel on a high floor, though, and I've got those curtains up. I like to just shake because it's so far away from most people they can't see what's going on, and it feels kind of liberating to be naked.
That guy's going to have to file for workers' comp, so I'm saying, on the text line. That's not wrong. Is it just one of them or no?
Thank you to Allie, because after listening to this conversation, I no longer need to buy breakfast.
Hey, look at that. Congratulations. You started your 2025 goals already.
Why is Allie trying to ruin everyone's weekend?
We just had the hottest contestant on in the history of Allie Knows the News. We were all feeling great, and then this story has just ruined everything.
310, this is 50 Shades of...
see that band play that song live at KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, 1 week, 1 day from today. Tickets, some left at Ticketmaster.com. Win them from us starting at 9 a.m. this morning and every hour thereafter all day long. And then next week, we got lots to give you to get you on the floor for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Right now, though, Postmaster Johnny has entered the KROQ studios, which means it must be time to get inside the brain of that boy right there in a little round of Johnny Doesn't Know.
Johnny doesn't know.
Is this real?
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
You can't use, like,
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
your groin. Like, if you say groin,
Johnny doesn't know.
like if I do like a thrust shot right to the genitals, like off the backboard.
All right, Johnny, Disney tickets up for grabs. We got 4 one-day, one-park passes right now, and all someone has to do is predict whether or not you will know or not know answers to what I consider to be very, very, very easy Disney-themed questions.
Do you know much about the classics, Johnny?
No, because those are all like princess movies, and when I was a little boy, those were like girls' movies. So like I wasn't watching the girls' movies like that.
Yeah, because that meant you were gay.
Yeah, back in the day.
That's quote Allie. That's Allie's quote. Write that down. Adria, you ready for some Johnny Doesn't Know Disney? Everyone who gets theirs right, Allie will write your name down, and one of you will be selected to win the tickets. All right, you ready to go?
Yes, I am ready.
All
Good
right.
morning, everybody.
Good morning. Sweet Tibbets. Johnny.
Yeah, let's go.
These questions start easy. I mean, they do get easier, but let's go ahead and give this one to Johnny first. What is the name of the teapot in Beauty and the Beast? Will Johnny know this, yes or no? Adria.
I'm going to go with no.
Okay. Johnny's thinking. Sometimes that think is confidence, and sometimes that think is completely lost. Johnny, you're making noises. You're grunting.
Well, because literally, I just said that's like a princess movie, and the teacup is one of the princess movies.
Teapot.
The teapot's the princess movie.
Right.
Can we say Beauty and the Beast? Does that count? Because that's the movie.
That's the title of
I
the
said
movie.
that in the question.
Oh yeah, never mind. How about?
Can we say that? Yes,
Yeah,
technically.
we can say that. But what is the name of the teapot?
The teapot.
What's the teapot's name?
Oh, it's a her. It's a her.
I don't think this is going to help you at this point.
Yeah, Miss Pot. Miss
Really?
Pot. Miss Teapot.
Wow.
Wow.
Are you
Johnny-
serious?
That's right.
Every
Are
once
you
in a while,
serious?
Johnny stumbles into genius, and this is one of those times.
Wow.
Her
I mean,
name is
It's Mrs. Potts, but
Yeah,
yes,
you know,
it's
look,
the same.
I'm sorry, Adria. You did not have
Wow.
confidence in Johnny, and he got into it. The reality is, if I had said, what's the name of the candlestick, he would have said Mr. Candlestick. So I
Yes.
should have just...
That's true.
It was the one question that actually he was able to give us the right answer for.
Oopsies.
All right, well, you cannot bet against Johnny, because sometimes he knows. We say hi now to Ronnie on KROQ. Good morning, Ronnie. Welcome to Johnny Doesn't Know. How goes it?
Good morning.
Morning.
All right, Johnny.
Let's go.
Jesus. I mean, Allie, these questions are easy, but I really have no confidence in Johnny to get anything right.
Do you think you would know Disney's first name?
Will he know Disney's first name? Ronnie, yes or no?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay. I think he will know this
You
one,
think-
Allie.
you think it's too easy?
I think he will too, but I could also see him saying something close and not getting the right thing. But
I could
okay.
see him not thinking it's a name.
All right. Do you know Disney's first name?
Yes. Walter Elias Disney.
Wow, and middle.
1901.
Okay,
Wow,
impressive.
Johnny,
Ronnie.
you know his birth year?
All right,
Come on now.
Ronnie.
I stand corrected.
Sometimes you don't know. You gotta ask questions to figure out where the middle. Because sometimes we think, okay, he does know something, and then we go to the next one, and we're like, what? He got two right.
Wow.
Ronnie got his right.
Good
so
job, Ronnie.
Ronnie, hold on. Allie's gonna write your name down. You're a step closer to Disneyland tickets. Nina, Long Beach. Welcome to KROQ. Johnny Doesn't Know. How goes it?
Goes well.
All right, Johnny.
Yeah.
In the movie Ratatouille,
Yes. Yes. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
what dish did Remy the mouse chef perfect? Will Johnny know this? Nina, yes or no?
Dude, I have so much confidence in you right now, and I'm going to say that you're not going to know. I'm so sorry.
Whoa, Nina.
All right, Johnny. In the movie Ratatouille, what dish did Remy the mouse chef perfect?
He made Ratatouille. It's the name of the movie.
Okay, all right.
Good job, Johnny.
I was convinced Johnny was going to say pasta.
Really?
I was convinced of it.
Oh,
Because
no, that is a classic.
I didn't think he would understand that that's why the movie was called. I think I really, in my head, I
you
tried
thought
to
it was
figure-
called just because it was a rat?
Yeah, I thought Johnny was going to say something else. All right, well, Johnny she had no confidence.
Did you
in
also, though, think it was French for rat?
No, because that was my favorite movie, but I had no idea what the hell Ratatouille was when I was 7 years old,
Right.
though.
Do you know what it is now?
No, not at all, because nobody eats that.
Right. We go to
Who eats that?
Frankie now on KROQ. I'm sorry, only one person has predicted correctly in this round of Johnny Doesn't Know. Frankie, how goes it?
Good, sweet divot.
Sweet dip.
Should I ask Johnny? I'll just go with this one. Johnny, Mickey Mouse made his first appearance ever in a movie by this name. Will Johnny know this? He is a bit of like he's got weird history facts, and he knew Walt
I didn't
Disney.
know all the names of Walt Disney, but he did.
Will Johnny know the first appearance of Mickey Mouse?
Johnny's on a hot streak, so I'm going to say yeah.
All right, Johnny, will you know the name of, this is the first time Mickey Mouse ever made an appearance, first film, and he says you will know.
Yeah, Steamboat Willie.
Wow,
Johnny. Apparently Johnny knows way more about Disney than we thought.
Come on now.
I didn't have a lot of confidence. All right, hold on. Write down Frankie's name. All right, 2 more, and then we got to go ahead and pick the winner.
The only one he didn't know, he still got right.
Carla. I know, that was crazy.
That's amazing.
He just cannot lose today. Carla.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, which Disney princess has a raccoon as a sidekick? Will Johnny know that?
Yes, he's going to know.
All right, Johnny. Which Disney princess has a raccoon as a sidekick?
Not Mr. Raccoon, is it?
What?
I'm just going with what I know. This boy,
Wait,
Mr. Raccoon.
You think the princess's name is Mr. Raccoon?
I don't know. Whatever one Eddie Murphy played. Wasn't he the voice of some sidekick, too?
I think you're very confused now.
Hey, come on, I'm the raccoon.
No,
Didn't he say that?
No, that is cancelable for so many reasons.
Isn't he the raccoon?
No, everything you're saying is wrong, and I don't even think we're in the Disney world anymore.
Are you thinking of Shrek?
No, he played a sidekick in one of the movies. His voice.
All right.
He was one of the sidekicks.
I will once again ask the question, what Disney princess sidekick was a raccoon? She says you will not know. Oh, no, she said you would know. I'm sorry. She said you would know.
No, actually, I said I will not. He will not.
Okay, got it.
Hey.
Johnny?
Who's playing in the woods with raccoons? Is it Snow White?
Process of elimination. Come on.
Snow White.
All right, you got that wrong.
Because Belle's dating
that's wrong. All right, if
Belle's dating the who?
the bear, the big bear guy, right?
Yeah.
Isn't he the big bear in the suit? In the sailor
You
suit?
just mentioned so many different movies in that description.
Who is this lady?
Pocahontas.
She's a princess?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a princess.
I didn't know that.
All right, we give one Nikki will get the final chance here, and then we have to go ahead and pick the winner. Johnny doesn't know? Here we go. Nikki, you ready?
Good morning, Sweet
Hey, good
Tips.
morning, Sweet Tips. All right. Johnny.
I'm scared, man. I'm really scared for this last one.
Which Disney character? Do you think he'll know the name of the man who made Geppetto? I mean, I just gave that away. Whoops. Not gonna do that. I won't do that one. They still may not get
The
it.
man who made Geppetto was also not correct.
Johnny.
Geppetto made
Which Disney character is known for beignets? And what is a beignet? It's a 2-part question. Will Johnny know either of these? Yes or no?
Oh, no way.
No way. All right, Johnny, which Disney character is known for beignets? And what is a beignet?
Okay, beignets not Mexican food, because I would have had it by now.
Great.
Smart.
Just have to eliminate every other culture
Yes,
before
does
you
not-
get to the right one.
It's not Korean. I'm stuck between Chinese and I'm stuck between French. But beignet sounds a little bit more like Frenchy. So let's go with Frenchy.
Doesn't really describe what it is at all, but okay. Frenchie, we'll accept that. And which Disney character is associated with beignets?
Who's French in the Disney world, though? Ratatouille? Is this Ratatouille related again?
Okay, good job, Nikki. Hold on. He did not know. That's the Princess and the Frog, Tiana.
Tiana.
Again, I was like 15 or 14 when that movie came out.
You know
and I
what
was a dude.
you know what a beignet is now?
No, I don't eat those. I don't like desserts and stuff like that.
Okay, so you
What
do
is a
that.
beignet?
It's like a donut, kind of.
Oh, it's so delicious.
All right,
Really?
Allie, let's go ahead and decide who's Johnny he stumbled through it. He got a few right. Allie's dropping the pen, and who's going to end up with tickets to Disneyland?
Ronnie,
congratulations.
Yeah.
Monterey Park, you're off to Disneyland. 4 1-day, 1-park tickets are yours, all right?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And thank Johnny for not studying up in school, you know? Hang tight. We got more show after Blink. KROQ. Less than 30 minutes. KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, 9 a.m. sharp. We'll take care of you. And the things you should avoid doing at your company holiday party. That is coming up later this morning. Do not celebrate the festivities or the season with any coworkers until you hear what we have to say, because we could very possibly save your career. Right now, though, let's go ahead and pick some football games this weekend. It's time for Klein's Lines, brought to you by Prize Picks. Run your game.
And they're off. It's time for Klein's Lines.
Nobody has lost more money gambling than I. In fact, I'm currently in the hole to a listener, I think $500, because we started with a $100 Tyson bet, and now we've doubled it a few times, and I've lost over and over again, and I have to take
You're
care
still
of.
betting on Tyson.
I'm still betting on Tyson. The fight already happened, and I keep watching it on Netflix again, and I go, eventually it's got to go the other way. It's a stupid bet, but I keep going with it. Football games. Vanessa, at this point in the season, who knows nothing about football, doesn't care about football, has 21 correct picks, and I have 30. I should be way further ahead of you, but there's still a lot of weeks left, and if for some reason the season ends and you have more correct than I do, then I'm forced to do whatever you guys say. Let's start with last night's game. It already happened. The Lions and the Packers. Who will win that game that already happened, Vanessa?
I keep hearing that the Lions are doing good this season. That's what I hear.
So you're going to pick the Lions to win a game that already happened?
Yeah.
All right, you would have been correct. That was actually a great game. We went down to the final seconds, and the Lions did get the win. All right, now we go to the actual games for this weekend, and the big games that probably matter most. Let's start with this one. Bills, Rams. That one's here in L.A., I believe, Sunday in the later games. Who will win that one, Vanessa?
Rams.
Oh, Vanessa.
That is not going to happen. The Bills are on a bit of a tear, maybe the best team in football right now.
Yeah.
Bills will win that game, and we move on to game number 2. We only picked 3 games. Game number 2, Vanessa, here we go. It's always close when the Browns and the Steelers butt heads. What will happen? The Browns should have won the game against the
what was that game? That was
Broncos, and then for some reason, some fluky, weird thing happened at the end of the game, and the Broncos a pick 6 or something, and the whole thing fell apart. So, Browns, Steelers, Vanessa.
Steelers.
Yeah, she's right on that one. I'm going to agree with her there on the Steelers. And finally, let's go Chargers, Chiefs, the Sunday night game. Chargers, Chiefs.
Okay. Did the Chiefs lose last time?
The who? The shoes?
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs. Did they lose last time?
Yeah, didn't they just lose a game or something?
Well, they should have lost a lot more games than the ones that they've only won. They've only lost one.
I'm going to go with the Chargers.
Oh, I would love for that to come true.
It'll be the Chiefs. All right, so we disagree on 2, and there you go. We'll follow along if you'd like to. You can bet with me. You can bet with Vanessa, more importantly. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring Klein's Lines. And there's a lot of thoughts about beignets and football all over the text line. See, only this show do you get thoughts about beignets and football, right? We are Klein Alley Show. This is KROQ, and your Almost Acoustic Christmas tickets in 22 minutes exactly. And we got some ADD news coming your way before that, right here on the World Famous KROQ. ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear end? Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear end? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, trash. Thursday, Friday, forget about that. Friday, Saturday, where it's at. And Sunday, sleeping in, eating brunch. Hit the beach or hit the mall. Go out with friends, do nothing at all. Sleep in, watch movies, read books. Anything goes, just take a look. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? No. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? No. Are you ready for the weekend?